Hello, everyone. Welcome to Secrets of Saltmarsh. This is our 5th edition D&D Patreon Greyhawk campaign, featuring all of these lovely Patreons that support our community and everything that we do here. Shout out to all of our Patreons. Yeah, it's you!
What the fuck?
No, it's you. You and you and you and you and you.
Excuse me.
We're reacting to the chat.
Oh, fuck! Oh, I thought you were just really excited about me calling you.
I mean, yes, I am. I very much love it. But also, holy shit.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday!
Time to run out the deck before the game starts. Woo!
Thank you so much. That is literally the whole deck, y'all.
Woo!
Between Guildless, Hafa, and Inway, that's literally the whole deck.
It's 20 cards.
That's 20 cards, y'all.
Oh my
Five
gosh.
for each of us. You think? Oh, I
Fuck.
Four for each of us.
Yikes.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
I knew I did my math
Thank
wrong
you
when I
so
said it out
much,
loud.
everyone. Thank you, Inway. Thank you, Guildless. Thank you, Hafa. I really appreciate that. Let me move my keyboard off to the side because I need some more space to play these cards. Let me roll up my sleeves. Hold on, let me finish the intro. Thank you, Patreons. Thank you, chat. If you want more information about what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out that link there. We're going to have some brand new Patreon stuff happening pretty soon. So if you want updates for all of that, please join our Discord and or follow me on Twitter. All of the information will be announced in both of those places. We also have a YouTube. If you... If you would like to see previous episodes of Secrets of Saltmarsh or literally any of the other campaigns that we've run here, you can find all of the VODs on there as well. If you would like to interact with the game, you can redeem channel points for free to grant a blessing to the person of your choice. Please don't donate any more money to the deck because it's gone. I'm about to play the whole thing here. It's gonna be great. Thank you. This is the best present anyone could have given me. I'm gonna reap total chaos. God, I'm gonna take off my jewelry too. Like I'm like about to fight my cast here with epic story beats. All right, the gloves are off. Let's just jump right into it. All right, I'll let everyone introduce yourselves and please tell me about your character, what you've been up to, who you are, where we can find you. And then we're gonna draw a bunch of fucking cards. Let's go. Let's start with Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma, also known as Emma Panada. Thank you for the gift subs, Phantom NJ. You can find me here sometimes when we do streams. You can also find me on my own Twitch where I have a couple D&D games going every once in a while. You can find me more actively on Twitter at Emma Panada or at allthewitches_. All the Witches is a TTRPG I'm writing, and I'm actually running some one-shots for it in the next couple weeks. One of them on this channel, and that's super exciting.
I'm super excited.
And I'll talk more about that at the end.
Okay.
Oh, and I play Arlen Ruvloth, a warlock, cleric person, captain of the Sea Lily, and all-around heroic, not at all a fake person.
Yep. Canon. GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm GeekDice. You can find me here. This is where I hang out. Yeah, I'm playing KayBee. He is a little wizard / artificer, transformed through adventuring into now a bold and noble little knight, defender of the Sea Lily, and sworn knight protector of Ireland.
Thank you. Excellent. GodfatherWraith.
Hi, I'm GodfatherWraith V_ESG, but you can just call me Godfather. You can call me Wraith. You can call me Tim. Call me pretty much anything you want except late for dinner. I play Garen. He's your average, ordinary, everyday rogue who's just really good at making things dead.
You're very, very scarily good at that.
Yes. I mean, he is an assassin rogue, so makes sense. And also want to mention I was in the process of opening up the donation page to participate in the card chaos, but I was too slow.
Well, $5 does give you guys nat 20s. So it's $1.
Valid.
I mean, if you want that, but maybe you're gonna need
Valid.
it. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
It's mostly Stella's birthday, so make Stella happy.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm literally the happiest I could be. The only thing that Frank,
Speaking of the happiest you could be.
God damn.
I was gonna say the only thing that could make me happier is my cat came up to me and kissed me, but what the fuck? Thank you, Frank, for the gift subs. Thank you, Fandom NJ, for the gift subs. Oh my god, y'all.
What's a boost train? I've never seen that before.
What is a boost train? I don't know. It's like,
Let's find out.
hey, if the thing
it's,
tells you what it is, what?
Yeah. Hype Train starts, multiple people subscribe, use gift subs. Boost Chain provides a new reward for creators. It supports level increases. And the thing disappeared on me as soon as I went to read more.
You're gonna
it
get
actually
boosted
started.
on Twitch. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I saw a thing earlier when you were streaming that it was like, I don't remember what percent it was at, but boosted.
Oh.
And people get exposed more to you that way, I guess.
Well, this is the perfect episode because it's gonna be fucking bananas. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Frank says.
Where's the front page? Oh. Thank you for the nat 20s to the party, Godfather. Everyone gets a nat 20.
I'll take it.
Hell yeah. That's going to put Emma at 1, GeekDice at 1, Godfather 1, Indicarus 1, and Zombie 3. I'll update that in a moment. But let's continue our introductions. Indicarus, please tell me all about you.
Hi, my name is John. I'm known as Indicarus on the internet, and you can find me on most of the social media by that name. I also am on itch.io, where if you look at the Indicarus folder, you can find a whole bunch of little games that I made. And I also like to post a lot of pictures of my food. So if you like vegan food, you can find lots of cool pictures of them. In this game, I play Paul of Ammonfort. He is a former street waif who has naively made his way into this adventuring party and gotten way over his head. And he's made best friends with a goblin named Tully, and we're planning to have some hijinks together as we have in the past.
Hell yeah, we are. Thank you, thank you. My cat has come. Is he going to... That's his butthole. Don't look at that. Next we have Zombie.
Hello, my name is Jacob. I'm Zombie MZ, and what else your names should call me. I am the lore keeper and Captain C of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. Today I play Finn. Finn Carson. Can't speak. Haven't done this in a minute. Finn Carson, who is a ranger researcher who has been very much plagued with undead all of his life in different forms, and is trying to figure out what the big evil bad has been that's been possibly controlling all of this and causing all kinds of other havoc around Saltmarsh. You can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. If you go there and you follow me, thank you. Appreciate it a lot. You will find a pinned tweet with my business card made by the lovely Lady May, who y'all should go and support anyway because Lady May is amazing. I do Twitch clips, I do audio editing, I do video editing. If that's anything you might be interested in, emails there, a DM on Twitter. Either one works for me. Come hire me.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Okay. We're about to draw 20 cards. I think the most fun way to do this would be to go around. So please tell me when to stop. But you know how we do that thing where it's kind of funny how Stella sucks at, shuffling, like, and it's kind of fun to see her struggle. Like,
just
since we have to draw 20 cards, let's minimize that. We'll go the other way around. Tell me when to stop, Zombie.
Stop.
Okay. John. Oh, we'll go around. That way
I'm sorry.
It's a little more random.
I misunderstood.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I appreciate your tenacity and moxie. John, please tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Tim.
Stop.
Okay. GeekDice.
Go faster. Come on, go faster. Okay, stop.
I'm scaring my cat. Emma.
Stop.
Perfect. All right, Emma, draw another one.
Stop.
Okay. KayBee.
Yes, please stop.
Okay. Tim.
Stop.
Okay. John.
Stop.
Okay. Zombie.
Stop.
Okay, another one for zombie.
Stop.
Okay. Another one for John.
Stop.
Okay. Tim.
Stop.
Okay. GeekDice.
Pass.
Nope, you don't get a pass.
Oh, okay.
Emma.
Stop.
Okay. Another one for Emma. Last
Stop.
one. Okay. GeekDice. Okay. Garen.
Stop.
Okay. And then last one, you get to choose poll.
I get to choose what?
You want my left or my right?
Left.
All right. The
I
cards-
bet I got all
One of-
good ones.
If
Let's
any of
see.
it, I'm gonna blame one of them on poll.
Let's see. Who got the most shittiest cards?
I'm going to laugh if Garen got another
Yeah, could you
rogue.
tell us that,
Wait,
please?
are you gonna
That'd be
tell
great.
us?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Okay.
I would like it if all of us equally got really bad.
Let's see.
Everybody got one really bad one.
That's okay. I'll take one for the team.
Oh, John got the worst cards.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Who got the best cards?
No, I'm just dead set that we're about to resolve my rogue card from last session. And I've got another rogue card in the waiting. That would be absolutely
That
hilarious.
happened a lot on Unbound. Like the same
did.
person kept drawing it over and over again. It was
Yeah.
And
wild.
ruin for poor
Ruin.
May.
And ruin, yeah.
Don't make Pull naked again.
Isn't that the
Okay.
Why?
that
He's a
you all
good-looking
want?
guy.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, I'm gonna let you play this card whenever you want. Pull, you did draw ruin. So whenever
Make
you
a
want
day on
your
the ship
clothes to
still.
just disappear, you get to choose. Okay, you'll be able to choose when to play that
Ooh.
card.
Ooh, that's good.
Pulls in his birthday suit for the birthday party.
Yeah,
Heck
There
yeah.
you go.
Tearaway pantsuit.
Okay. All right, we need to change the music now. Thank you so much for the cards, everyone. This is gonna be fun. Holy shit.
Oh boy.
Literally, today's session is gonna be played by the cards as they come into. Yeah, there are 0 cards left. The last one went to zombie. Okay, so we open up the scene in the dark. We hear the ship, the Sea Lily, crashing against the waves as you're making your way from Abbey Island, heading in the direction of Saltmarsh. It's only going to be a few hours before you make your way back to the docks of Saltmarsh, about like 5 or 6 hours, depending on the wind. And most of the ship is quiet. We have most of everyone going to sleep. Garen, you have come down into your room and bunked up for the night. And almost imperceptibly, why are my captions not working? Almost imperceptibly, the door opens. It's silent. The sound of the waves muffles much of this person's approach. And like a shadow, they slip between the various pieces of furniture. They seem to be looking for something. And they reach out towards your belongings. And you wake. Because you rolled a 28 and a 29 last time, even at disadvantage. You had a fucking 28. So, yeah, it's dark in here. And someone is reaching over towards your belongings. And you snap awake. What does this look like? How do you react? What do you do?
Well, Garen is paranoid enough that his gear is within arm's reach of him at all times. So he sees this person, his hand snaps out, and he grabs their wrist.
Okay. Your hand closes around a very dainty wrist. And you realize here in the dark, as your eyes begin to adjust, you are holding the wrist of Imloth, the first mate of the ship. She's frozen. You can feel that she's stiff all throughout from the way that she freezes in place. The tenseness reaches down into her arm where you grab her, but she doesn't fight to try to get free. She just silently looks down at you, and with the way that the shadows fall, it's really hard to see the features of her face. You could just see that her eyes are wide and dark as she's looking at you.
Garen, without letting go, is gonna carefully stand up, guide Imloth away from his gear, still holding her wrist. And then once he is standing, he'll release her wrist. What are you doing here?
Didn't mean to wake you. I was hoping to slip you this. And you realize as you release her wrist that she actually has something in her hand. It appears to be a small purple jewel that's shaped like a ring. And it's hollowed out in the center.
Garen would hold out his hand, palm up for her to place it in his hand.
Very delicately, she drops it. And she begins to take a small step back.
Who gave this to you?
I don't know. And this might be a bit difficult to hear, but it came to me in a vision that I needed to give this to you. I can't really explain, but I came to consciousness recently, and I found this in my hand. And something compelled me to give it to you. I was hoping that perhaps I might be able to slip it in here. I don't really have answers if you have any questions. I'll just be completely plain with you. We've been through a number of strange things lately.
Indeed. Darren would walk over to the table in his room and set the gem down and step away from it. Everything Imloth just said makes him wish he hadn't touched it.
As you kind of step away, you can see that she's wringing her hands. She seems to be trying to wipe them, but she doesn't really have anything to wipe them on. Maybe we can talk more in the morning. I don't think it's appropriate that we should be standing here in the shadows together.
Agreed.
Well, you know where to find me.
I do. Have a good night.
You too. I hope you have a better one than I did. And
I doubt I will.
quietly, she slips out. And the door closes.
Garen's going to check if there's any way to lock his door.
Yeah.
It's going to be happening from
think-
now on.
I think it's pretty safe to say that Garen is the type to always lock his door, right?
Yes.
It was definitely locked before you went to bed. So, noticing this, I think it would be very fair to say that you realize Imloth has a bit of cunning to her here. She's a lot lighter on her feet and with her fingers than you might have initially clocked her for when you first met her. She's good with her hands, you know what I mean? Yeah, then, because when you first met her, she was a part of the Saltmarsh City Guard.
Not uncommon for people to go from breaking the law to enforcing the law.
And back again.
True.
So you lock the door, and there's a solid thunk. A very tactile and satisfying twist of the mechanism. You're quite certain it's locked until someone unlocks it.
Garen is already thinking of how he can invest in better locks for his chambers.
So, as you close it, you see the gem very gently. There's a soft scraping sound as the boat. Oh God, I don't remember the nautical word. It like does the tippy thing, you know? God, that sounds so unprofessional. It do the wave.
Sways on the waves.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
there's a specific
can
like
use-
keening
yeah.
or something like that.
You can use literary terms instead of nautical terms. That's fine.
Okay. It do the swish swash. you hear the soft scraping of the gem on the wood as the boat is shifting with the waves. And when you look at it, it looks like a pretty hefty thing. It felt pretty solid in your hand. Just even at a glance, you can tell that this thing is very valuable.
Yeah. Garen is definitely on edge, and he's not going to sleep the rest of the night. He's sitting in his bed watching that thing. If he falls asleep sitting there like that, fine, but he's not trying to go to sleep.
Okay. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Let's see if you do manage to stay awake here.
It's actually one of his worst rolls, but
Okay, a 16. That's pretty good. Yeah, you do manage to stay awake. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we're not gonna give you like the mechanical exhaustion, but you are tired. You do not sleep at all. And unfortunately, it doesn't really do much throughout the rest of the night as you're watching it. You have, however, drawn the gem card. I want you to add to your inventory very specifically named the glass eye. And I want you to write down that it's worth 500 gold pieces. Okay. The camera fades to black on Garen. Is there anything that anyone wants to do in the night? You know that the ship is going to arrive in Saltmarsh in about 6 hours.
Could I ask you a question?
I
This is
could
like a
give you an
bookkeeping
answer.
question.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Because I keep being afraid that I'm going to forget to pay the crew.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Oh,
also forgot the terms
that's a
of our
thing.
payment. And so I keep being worried that they're going to be mad I haven't paid them and that they're going to like revolt or something. Could I just like deduct 200 gold from my inventory and we'll just say we're good?
How about we have a little scene instead? So as you're getting ready for the night, you hear on the captain's door a soft rap of knuckles.
Come in.
The door opens and you see Imloth, this swarthily dressed, trim woman with elvish ears, and she has shorn hair. It's been cut very close. And she kind of lingers in the doorway. She says, "Hello, Captain. I hope I haven't been disturbing you from something important."
No, just rest, you know. What can I help you with?
Well, she takes a step in and she closes the door behind her. You can see that she's holding a book underneath one of her arms. She steps over to your desk and she sets it down. She flips it open. And the smell of old paper fills the close quarters of your room here. She says, "I've been going over the books, and it's time to pay the crew. I have been speaking with all of them and managing their contracts, so you don't have to worry. Everyone is quite satisfied with the way that things are running. You might remember the potato cake that they all put together, the little party that we had last night.
Yes.
I mean,
was
today,
delicious.
earlier today. Yes. I did not like it. I'll be totally honest with you. It was not
Oh.
that good.
That's fine. It could have been better if they put like some fish in it or something, but it was nice.
Salt would have helped, I think. Yes. But anyway, I digress. To manage the funds of the ship, I will need you to please provide me 200 gold pieces.
All right. Let's call it 300, and we just won't need to worry about it for a while.
Absolutely. I'll make sure that everyone gets paid on time every week. And if there are any discourse or issues, I will make sure to make a part of messaging you. Not messaging you. Sorry. I looked at the messages and said messaging you. I will be sure to bring it up with you.
That sounds perfect. Thank you for your help.
Of course. Is there anything that I can do for you?
Arlen kind of looks at Imloth deeply for a moment.
You see her standing up a little straighter, realizing she's under an eye of scrutiny.
Are you doing anything tonight? Or right now?
Well, you see her tap her fingers on the tabletop here. She looks over her shoulder, down towards the door. She looks thoughtful. Not really. Just wanted to go over some of the books before we make landfall back in Saltmarsh. I have been keeping the crew quite busy while you've been on your excursion. We've caught a sizable amount of fish, and that could make us some money.
That's helpful. Would you perhaps be interested in putting down the books for a few moments and doing something more personal?
I could do that, yes, of course. She carefully closes the book, turns towards you, and you see her fold her hands at the back of her, at the small of her back. What can I do for you?
Well, and I kind of like raise my hand, and you can see like from the moonlight coming in through the window, just kind of the gold sheen on my skin that I got from messing with cursed bullshit. And so my body is all gold now, at least from what I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm incredibly curious if there's still any pink anywhere, and I could use a second set of eyes, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god, Emma! Hold on, I need to make a roll here.
Breathe.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Alright, what cards do you have? Hold on.
Oh no!
How can I make this relevant? Okay. Wow, this is gonna be great. Alright, I know exactly what's gonna happen. Okay. You see that there is a blush that goes over her cheeks. Imloth is quite pale. She's more pale than fair in complexion, so you definitely see the rush of blood to her face. But her lips remain the same. Her composure remains in place. You can see that she shifts a little bit of weight on her feet as she's looking at you, but she doesn't look away. She says, "Absolutely. It would be my pleasure."
Arlen smiles. Perfect. And then she begins to disrobe, and we can fade to black.
Okay, yeah. So the screen fades to black, and then there's like a little like level up screen, like +1. You drew the star card.
Oh my gosh.
It goes like, "Ba-da-ding." And then it like lays out like all your stats, and then you can add a +1 to one of your stats. You cannot exceed 24. Congratulations. That's so fucking funny. Yeah, so all we hear is the sound of clothing and the waves as we fade to black there. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do on the ship in the night?
Well, Pole's busy practicing his lute late into the hours, so he might be annoying people a little bit. He doesn't do it in his room.
Mm-hmm.
He goes outside and sort of does it out at night into the waves, so as not to bother people.
We figured out why Garen didn't fall asleep.
Okay, yeah, Garen, you just hear the faint sounds of the lute. I think Pole is probably up on the deck. And you can probably very faintly hear it. Pole, as you're on the deck, you see that you are not alone there. Joining you is Agni. You see this dwarf, the dwarf that you know to be your quartermaster. He has this very serious, stern look about him. He has tidy red hair that's pulled back into a very neat braid. He has very plain gray clothes on. And he seems to be sitting on the deck using the moonlight to go over a book. He has a very small black book that he carries with him. And you've seen him scribble things in it and occasionally furiously cross things out. But as you're playing and practicing, eventually he comes up to you, he closes his book and tucks it away into his robe. What is this song that you are playing, Master Pole?
Oh, no one's meant to hear it yet. It's just something I'm twiddling about on.
Oh, I'm sorry if I wasn't supposed to listen.
Ah, no, it's okay. It's for Tully.
Can you roll me a performance check?
Sure.
Let's see how well you're practicing. Okay, a 9. You see that he looks a bit thoughtful. He folds his hands in front of him. He says, "Do you mind if I give you some criticism?"
Why not? Everyone else does.
Well, if you don't want to hear it, Master Pole, I would not like to upset you, or...
No, don't worry about it. And you don't have to call me master. I'm nobody's master.
Very good. What should I call you instead?
Pole. It's
Pole.
good.
Yes.
Or mate. It's fine as well. We're mates, right?
We are not.
QM? No?
No. You may address me as QM if you would like, if that would make you comfortable, but I do not think we have spent an adequate amount of time enough to say that we are familiar.
Yeah, but I won't live as long as you, so I have to do a bit faster, mate.
That does make some sense. Perhaps I will adjust my expectations. You are right. Well, my new friend, I can perhaps offer you a few pointers. I do have some experience in playing the lute. My time at the monastery.
Oh, nice. I didn't know you could play lute at a monastery. Thought they were just all vows of silence and such.
No, I come from a place of light and music.
Well, here. I'll hand over the lute.
He
Show
takes
me
it
what you got.
with both hands, and he holds it very carefully. You see him move over to where there's a small, squat crate. He lifts a foot up and he puts it on his lap. He kind of cradles it, and you can see that his fingers, they're quite calloused from laborious work. You see that his fingers are actually quite clean. You don't see much dirt underneath his nails, and he strums the strings a little and tunes it. You can see that just the way that he handles it, the way that he touches it, that he is someone who's quite familiar with the instrument. And he goes on to say, well, when you played this chord, I thought that perhaps if you go down an octave and ... words of music things that Stella doesn't know. And he offers you a little bit of advice here, and he hands you back the instrument. What do you
Oh,
think?
thanks. A good idea. I'll try it. That sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound. Yeah, I do think I quite like that. How long have you been playing?
Well, just a few months, really.
A few months. That's
Yeah, since I got this
extraordinary.
thing. I don't know, how long was it ago that he got that loot?
Um,
Wasn't that long, I think.
I think like a month, maybe at
Yeah.
most. Yeah. That's. You must be a natural. Do you have a background in music then?
Always like singing. But no, I mean, I've not been formally trained.
Oh,
Are you a teacher? I could pay you for lessons.
you wouldn't need to pay me. We are friends. Here, let me show you the names of each of these notes. Would you mind?
No, it's wonderful. I didn't know they had names.
They all have names. And
Do you get to name them, or they have names already? Were they born with them?
that is a good question. I was told of their names, but not of how they were found and given. Perhaps one day, when one of us meets a true master, we can ask them.
I bet it would be. There's probably someone wrote a song about that, how they got their names.
And
I'd like to hear that song.
if that doesn't exist, perhaps you could write it if you discover the secret.
Maybe I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Agni will go on to give you your first formal music lesson. Go ahead and roll me a history check here. Let's see how well. Actually, he'll roll with you too. 2020. He rolled a nat 1. Oh dear God. Okay. I think it becomes quite clear that Agni, though he has the information and it is correct, that it proves in practice he's not a great teacher. He stumbles on his words. He doesn't seem to be able to communicate clearly what he's trying to teach you. Perhaps he's doing it in a way that's confusing you. And you start your journey on a formal lesson of music, but I think most of it you already know. You just didn't know like the names of them and how it worked together like that, but you just kind of intrinsically and innately picked it up. Well, I think I should retire for the rest of the night.
Right, well, thanks. It was very nice playing with you and learning all this stuff. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Blink, blank, blink.
And very quietly, he slips away. Is there anything else that you want to do in the night?
No, that's it.
Okay. Anyone else before the break of light? Okay. So we have a scene of the ship cresting over the waves. And as we're making our way closer to Saltmarsh, let me move the token. Yep. Fuck. I just threw you onto land. Okay. As we come upon Saltmarsh, we hear the sounds of industry. You can hear the sounds of the docks and the smell as you approach. And you hear the sound of bells above you as the crew begin to swiftly move about in manipulating their sails and taking orders. You can hear Imloth barking orders to all of the crewmates. And you all rise. What would you like to do? You are perhaps 30 minutes away from making land.
But I
I'm
think
gonna
as
say
folks,
Garen.
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
KB.
Yep. So I think as teammates come out of their quarters, they see that KayBee has mustered Quick and a few others out on the deck, and they're doing push-ups. KayBee has this new vigor. He's shirtless, and you see that he has this. He's very hairy. He's a very hairy person. His chest, his back is covered in this this brownish red fur, and he's just cranking out the push-ups. And it's like, KB, dude, you got pecs. And he's just knocking out the push-ups.
Yeah, just as a quick reminder, KayBee experienced something unusual last session, and when he came back from blinking out of the material plane for a short while, came back changed, much younger, as can be detailed by the very sweet art, the super, super sweet, dope art behind him.
You got
Yeesh.
hairs. Come on, quick.
Yeah.
You got a lot of push-ups to make up for.
Got baby KB with us now.
You can see that Quick, this Kinku warrior, has been keeping up with this new regimen that you are so insistent on. He struggles quite a bit as it continues on, and if any of the other party members approach, you can see that there is a bit of an urgency to his eye, a bit of a plea, but you do remember that Quick is unable to speak.
Hey, Garen, you remember how to do push-ups, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Garen had started his morning routine early since he went without sleep, and yeah, he probably would join KB up there for push-ups.
Yeah, it's fun even. It's good stuff.
As you're doing push-ups, Garen, you see that there is just a plea begging in Quick's eyes as he occasionally glances over to you.
Hey KB,
Yeah.
I came across something I'd like you to take a look at.
Okay,
Want to
sure.
join me in my quarters?
Oh, yeah. What is it?
I don't know how to explain it. I think it's best if you join me.
Okay. Hey, quick. If you would do some for me too, okay?
You see Quick just kind of like stop in the upward position of the push-up.
Good job, Quick.
Arms probably trembling.
Yeah, he's just shaking at this point. He just kind of like lowers himself down and he just lies down on the ground as the two of you leave.
Good job. Okay. Garen, what is it, man?
Yeah, when we get to the quarters, Garen will say, Imloth brought that to me last night, said she had a vision to bring it to me. Said she'd never
what
seen
is
it
it?
before.
Is it a gem?
Yeah, so here in the breaking daylight, you can see a little clearer. Please do not walk on the cards, Momo. I cannot have them moved around. Okay. You see that it's about the size of a fist. It is actually crystalline. You realize that it's glass. It has quite a bit of weight to. Oh, if you pick it up, do you touch it?
Well, I guess the way it looks mundane, right? There's no glow to it or anything that.
There's no like apparent glow to it.
Yeah, sure. So
Okay,
if it's
you pick
sitting
it up.
there, I think I'll pick it up and I'll look at it, maybe hold it to the light, and then I'll go about my routine of bringing out some tools, and I'm careful not to damage it. It looks like it might be something precious,
Okay.
but I just want to kind of give it a close analysis, and without damaging it.
Okay. Yeah, so as soon as you pick it up, it's quite heavy and you realize that it's glass. This has been some kind of handicraft here. And it appears to be somewhat of a ring shape. And in the very center is a void. It's just empty. And as you kind of inspect it, you look it over, you hold it up to the light and you peer through the hole. And all of a sudden, your eyes begin to glow. You begin to see something completely else. Garen, it almost looks as if KB's eyes roll to the back of his head. You see him lose his pupils. In that moment...
Garen would immediately, upon seeing that, grab the ring out of his hand.
Okay. So, KayBee, the moment that this happens, you have drawn the Vizier card. You get to ask one question and get one answer. You don't have to ask it right now, but
Okay.
roleplay wise, the question happened now. But essentially, Garen yanks you out of it after you get your answer.
Okay.
Do you want time to think about it?
Yeah, just a couple minutes, please.
Okay, no problem. So Garen, you kind of like shake KayBee, and then we'll cut to another scene for the moment. So Pole, Finn, Arlen, it is a brand new day. You can tell that Saltmarsh is near. What do you want to do?
Sleep more, because I stayed up all night.
I think after Finn had a decent dream for once, he's gonna wake up. So as we wake up, I look out. Can I tell that we're so many far out, or would I have to go and like?
Oh no, it would be very clear that you're close to Saltmarsh, because you would start to see other ships, and you would also be able to, like, if you went to the top deck, you can see that Saltmarsh is very close. 30 minutes is like, it's just right there.
Okay.
You're basically just slowing down to make sure you don't smash into other ships, and that way you can get to the proper dock and all of that.
Okay. So Finn probably will kind of get up, kind of collect himself, then figure out if Bims is still in the room with him or not, and then
Yes. You kind of like reach over, and there's just like one part of your mattress that's a little less lumpy and it's a lot softer, right?
Yeah.
And that's where Bims has made it his spot. That's where he is.
Okay, that's good then. I'll kind of leave Bims be, and I'll walk out and see if anybody else is up and debate if I'm gonna have breakfast here, if we're gonna wait till landfall to get breakfast.
Okay. You can hear two people snoring from the direction of Pole's door. It's pretty apparent that Tully and Pole are probably still sleeping.
Okay. All right, and he'll kind of walk past the room, and he'll kind of go out on the deck and then kind of figure out and see if he can find anybody else, if anybody else is still awake, or if actually he'll go into the kitchen area on the ship and see if there's any food already made or people already eating or what's the case.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely smell breakfast being cooked. And you step into the mess hall, you can see that your cook, Malaya, the halfling, is currently going about. You see her bouncing off of various stools and reaching for things and setting down plates in front of people. Joining her are Tama. Tama is the bald orc. You have Book, who is this very rugged-looking shifter. Sorry, you don't know he's a shifter. Why did I read that out loud? You all know.
I don't know what he is.
It's in the handout. You all know, but like you haven't actually like God, what is my brain today?
I thought he worked night
Garen's
shift.
notes.
Yes.
It just says
The night
Edgelord.
shift. The edgelord, yeah. Book is a total fucking edgelord. This very intense, very stiff human. There's also Digby and Zarek, the duo of trouble that are all about singing and causing all kinds of shenanigans. They apparently are currently doing an arm wrestle. And Malaya's just kind of like slaps them with a wooden spoon. Stop it. Don't want you to ruin what I'm trying to get everything put together here.
I also want to mention those two are still nowhere near as good at causing trouble as Tully.
Oh yeah, Tully's a professional.
Right.
Arlen, are you in here as well?
No, Arlen's not really hungry. She already ate out, but she probably will head up to the deck just to make sure.
Would you say that you had a very long night?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah? Well, that's perfect.
So.
I'm going to go ahead and say that you wake up with half your spell slots gone and half HP.
Wow.
You drew the balance card. Oh, it's like someone like wrestled some kind of energy out of you, you know, something like rough and tumble, or I don't know, man. Just, you know, it's just like, you know, the bed was kind of, you know, difficult to fall asleep, and you know, but it was fun.
Yeah, and that's the point.
Yeah.
The good time.
A good time.
Okay, so Arlen's not in here, but
No.
Finn, as you walk in and you see Malaya is kind of trying to break up this arm wrestle that's trying to start, you see Imloth walk in, and Imloth appears to be grabbing a plate and just putting stuff on it. She doesn't look like she's going to decide to sit down. She begins to immediately turn towards the door with a bunch of food on a plate. She says, "Hello, Finn. Good morning."
Hello. You're not staying? Bed and breakfast?
Something like that. And she just slips out.
Oh, okay. Hope they enjoy whatever's gonna happen. And then he'll go. Well, could I see what was on her plate? Could I get an idea of what is for breakfast?
Yeah, it's pretty normal. Malaya has a variety of fruit, some roasted vegetables, especially makes a note to have some vegan options available for Pole and other members of the
Nice.
crew. You can see that breakfast appears to be mostly a recycled sausage soup that
Yes.
you know, it's the same soup that we've been kind of like putting stuff in and, you know, just trying to get the most out of it for as long as we can. So it's very salty and the flavor is very vague at this point because there's been a lot of stuff in it. But it's salty and there's fresh bread.
Okay, fresh bread. That's good.
Yep.
All right, and then Finn will he'll kind of go up as well. And is it like a buffet where he can just like take?
Yeah. And Malaya's like,
Okay.
"Oh, wait, don't forget another one. You know, Bims
Oh.
likes to chew."
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes. So I'll grab another one, and since no one else is really down, I guess he'll also just take it back to his room as well, and then sort of give the little piece of food to Bims.
Okay. Yeah, you wake up and you see Bims kind of winks out of invisibility, and he does the cat thing where he stretches and he arches his back, and his tail just kind of goes straight up, and his wings kind of like shake a little as he's stretching them out. He yawns with his whole face. Then immediately he kind of like plops over to the food and begins to eat.
That's good. And Finn will probably eat until we're about ready to undock, or whenever we start getting into town.
Okay. Garen and KayBee, you're in Garen's room, and you can hear Finn kind of like leaving and then eventually coming back. But KayBee,
But it sure is a pretty gem. It's almost like the color of the sea. And the middle's really kind of dark. It's like the hole in the ocean that we saw. So I think as I look through this thing, I'm thinking about the hole in the ocean. We saw a blue hole, I
you
think.
did, yes.
And I think that's kind of like the thought that's on my mind as I look through this.
Okay.
And perhaps this is where, in my mind, I foment the question, what is that blue hole? What mysteries lie within? What threats? What treasure?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Very, very good. Yeah, so it almost, for you, for the split second, it's almost as if you get swallowed. For a moment, you lose all sense of perception of your physical body, and it's almost as if you get dunked into a pool of water and you see something on the other side. You see what essentially looks to be a long tunnel in the water, and it just goes far, far, far deep into the ocean floor. And you can see that it reaches to a point where there is no light. But as you blink, it's almost as if your eyes take on the ability to see through the dark, and you feel your consciousness swimming and swimming and swimming. You get the sense that the blue hole is easily 800 feet across and maybe even 1,000 feet deep. And
Does the water seem to be moving there? Like if I was there, it would carry me through?
Yeah, it does. You can feel the water kind of pushing you, like sucking you in towards the blue hole. And as you're passing through, you can see that things are growing on the sides of the what apparently, like, it's kind of like a tunnel, the walls here. You can see that there are various seaweed and kelps that are growing out, and there are things caught in them. You see bones of some long dead creature off to the side. You can see that there's a small broken piece of wood or debris off to the other. And as you're sinking down, you can see that there are, in this specific blue hole that you are recalling, a number of creatures.
Hi.
Where's the blue hole?
Thank you for the raid, no man. Welcome, people.
Thank you for the raid. I can't remember where the blue hole information is. Oh, is there a search? Can I search this blue hole? Does that work? Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna make it up. You see that there are a number of sharks in this particular one. We'll say that there are 4 sharks. And roll me a nature check. Let's see if you know what sharks are other than big scary fish.
I don't know. This might be really hard.
A 12. Okay. You do know that these are definitely predators. You can see that they are very aggressive looking creatures, and for 5 of them, they could easily tear you apart. It would not be an easy feat to go here alone. You would definitely need friends or someone to help you. And definitely need some kind of aid in order to breathe this far down. You feel the pressure of the dissension just pressing in around you, and it's assaulting you almost.
Saw a piece of wood. Was that maybe part of a ship that looked like it was a ship?
Roll me a perception check.
Sweet. I'll try. I suck at this.
Okay, I have 7. It's really hard to tell. Wood just looks like wood, especially if it's in a great sense of decay. You do see that there's a dark shape deep below you. And you get the sense that it is some kind of large craft, but is it an actual ship? It's hard to tell.
Okay, very cool. Thank you.
And then I imagine your curiosity probably implores you to continue down, especially because you get the sense that you're not physically there. But just as you continue to swim is when Garen shakes you awake. And you hear the sound of the rushing water against your ears, the thumping of your heart. It all just fades away. And it's replaced by the sounds of seagulls and industry.
We got to talk to the captain. I had a vision about that big blue hole. Yeah, we got to talk to the captain. Let me tell you about it as we go.
Okay. Garen is half tempted to throw this gem out the window.
No, you should hang on to it. It's pretty cool, really.
Okay. Garen probably finds a piece of cloth, wraps it up, puts it in his pocket. He's getting more and more uneasy.
Okay, just to let you know, this is not a small thing. It's literally the size of like a fist, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you can't just really put it in your pocket. You're going to have to put it in a bag.
All right. Garen wraps it up in cloth and I guess puts it in his bag and
Okay.
heads out.
Okay. Do you follow KayBee?
Yeah. Well, he's following KayBee.
Oh, okay. So the 2 of you begin to leave, and you can hear that there's movement coming from Garen's room. It sounds like 2 people are leaving his room.
He'll try and see if he can run out then before they leave.
Okay. The 3 of you bump into each other in the hallway.
What's
Good
going
morning.
on? What morning? What's going on? Are we landed yet? Are we going back to land?
Looks like it's pretty soon.
There's a cow somewhere, apparently.
On the boat. Oh.
No, not on the boat. On the next boat over.
We got to save that
all
cow
right.
up in the water.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think they can swim that well. Yeah.
Yeah, I headed to see the captain. Garen's got this thing, this gem, and we had a vision
Oh.
and got to tell the captain. So I don't know.
Oh, well then I'll join you then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Max.
All right. Meanwhile, as this is all happening, Arlen, you hear your door open and close, and Imloth sets down a plate full of food onto the table in your room, and she helps herself, and she says, tapping the book, "Good morning."
Good morning. Thank you. Looking at the plate, how much of it is not red meat?
There's no red meat. There's no fish. It's all
Okay.
like bread and fruit.
That's fine. That's fine. Arlen will kind of like sit up and start snacking at it.
She pats the book and says, "I'll make sure to take care of all of this before we disembark the ship. We should be into the shoreline pretty soon here."
Right. That sounds wonderful. Hopefully we didn't set you too far back on your duties, but it's all fine if things get shifted back a little bit.
I would have to agree. Well, don't you worry. I'm very good at keeping books.
I can tell you're very detail-oriented.
I'm thorough, some might say.
Indeed.
Well, I will speak to you soon. And she snatches up the book. She gives you a once-over. She turns around. She very slowly
As-
goes for the door.
As she's about to leave, Arlen will say, 2 things, actually.
Yes, Captain.
One is purely business related.
As you say that, you can see like the whole like slowly it goes away, it melts away. She stands a little straighter and she has a serious look on her face. Yes, of course.
Just checking, is there anything important with any of the crew members that you know of as we're reaching land that's happening?
There haven't been any complaints, if that's what you're asking. Oh, you might be curious to know. It is Tully's birthday today.
Oh, I am very curious to know that. That is very good news. And Arlen will stand up and kind of loosely pull some clothes together. And the second thing, and Arlen will step close and lean in for a kiss.
She leans in and she kisses you back.
I like when you get all businessy.
Thank you. I will keep that in mind.
And Arlen just smiles.
She just kind of lingers for a moment. She smiles and then she says, "I should go. Thank you. I had a very good time."
Good too.
And quietly.
And
Mhm.
Arlen will watch as she leaves.
Okay, she leaves, and you can hear her immediately starting to bark orders at people.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see the timing. The timing, it matters. Okay. Can I get perception checks from KayBee, Garen, and Finn?
What could they possibly be trying to perceive?
I don't know. You know, nothing. Okay, a 10 from KayBee, 17 from Garen, and a 5 from Finn. Okay. You guys don't really see anything. There are people kind of bustling around and moving back and forth. The 3 of you go up to Arlen's door, and you can hear Arlen inside.
And Captain, knock, 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 knock.
Yeah. sorry, just a sec. And I'll quickly put on some clothes.
Mhm.
All right, you can come in.
All right. So you are all in Arlen's room now. And as you gather there, is there anything that you want to do, Paul, or are you just still sleeping?
Probably gonna sleep. Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. For no reason. 21. Fantastic. Sensational. Okay. You sleep soundly like a baby. Okay. So we'll go back to the others. 3 of you enter Arlen's room.
Hey, Captain, got something to report. Garen's got this gem, and it's like I looked through it and got a vision of the blue hole.
And I proceed to tell her everything that I saw. I try to emphasize the details. KayBee's a detail-oriented person, and he had a great wonder about that himself, because it's kind of really intimidating, this hole in the ocean, something kind of really scary. So everything I can remember, and even a Q&A, maybe there's things that she's asking about.
Okay. So
So I close my eyes and I try to remember as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah. So he details to you the various features of the blue hole that you had coasted over some time ago.
And at the bottom, there was something, I think it was big and it was dark. It might have been like a vessel, a ship, or a creature. We should check it out.
Right. That makes me even more curious.
As KayBee was describing all this, Garen slowly pulls the gem out. He looks at it. He's like, "You really saw that?" I didn't hear you, Sean.
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Garen, as you pull it out,
Oh no.
you realize that it must have crushed under something in your bag. You have drawn the
Oh.
Talons card.
Oh no.
It has cracked neatly in half. So you have 2 parts of what is like a ring.
Is the mysterious black void in the middle, which is kind of, I guess, sounded like was magical, is that gone?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like you take a donut and you just break it in half.
Sorry about that. I don't. Did I do that?
No, I'm the one that put it in my bag. I'm usually much more careful about that, but unfortunate.
It does still look very pretty. You imagine that it would be worth still 500 gold even in its broken state.
So I don't know, Captain. That's, I guess, what I saw.
Now, luckily, I found some kelp that will help the rest of you breathe underwater for a time. So perhaps we can go and investigate that sometime soon. But thank you for telling me this. I actually have some important information to share as well. We have a birthday. It's Tully's birthday today, and as we're making landfall, I imagine he needs a little bit of a party. So if we could try to put something together, I think the crew would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I better go tell Paul.
I'm sure Paul will need to know, if he doesn't know already.
Yeah, he might actually know. But yeah.
As you
Okay.
say this, the camera cuts over to where Paul is, who's sleeping like a baby. All of a sudden, Paul, it feels like a cat is walking on your face. You shove a creature off your face, and as you come to, you realize it's Bims. Bims has somehow made it into your room, and as you're looking at this small pseudo dragon, you see that he's looking up at something. It's almost as if there's something flying in the air, and he's trying to keep track of it, but you don't see it. It's invisible, whatever it is. At least to your eye.
Oh. I want to take that thing that I was looking into the astral plane with and look where it's looking.
Okay, you take out the mirror that was given to you by Odium, and as you lift it up, trying to angle it to see, you see Penny Sprinkle. She's floating
in
around.
trouble?
She looks like she's looking for something. She doesn't look like she's in trouble. She looks curious.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for, love? I'll try and reach my hand out, but I don't think she can see me.
No. She looks towards you as if she can maybe hear you, but you don't see any kind of understanding on her face, almost as if maybe she just hears the tone of your voice rather than the words. She looks curious, she looks forlorn and distant, but she doesn't understand or respond to you.
Is Tully in here?
Yes, Tully is sleeping. Tully is butt naked and he has his legs spread and he's kind of strewn out over his bunk. And you can hear that he's talking in his sleep. He says, now that you're awake, you can hear him. He says, can't tell anybody, but it's Imloff's birthday today. She doesn't want anyone to know. Secret.
Yes.
Sometimes if you crawl underneath the floorboards and into crawl spaces, you can get in the walls, and in the walls you hear everything. And Imloth talks out loud when she writes in her diary. Yeah, but don't tell anybody, okay? It's a secret.
What? She's got the same birthday as you, Tully.
Tully's still asleep. He doesn't respond
I know.
to you.
I just say it anyways.
Yeah.
And I get up and I stomp over to him. Hey, Tully.
You
I
shake him awake. He's like, what? Paul.
Happy birthday, mate.
Hey, thanks. How'd you know
beg-
it was my birthday?
Well, you told me one time.
Oh, yeah, I do that. What'd you get me for my birthday?
Oh, you want it already?
Yeah.
Don't you think you should wait for the party?
There's gonna be a party?
Well, I mean, we're going to land. We always party when we go to land.
Are you and I going to party?
Hell yeah, we're going to party.
Do you want to go on a bender?
Pretty much. How about you?
Hell yeah, mate. I haven't been on a bender in forever.
Yeah, same. Do got you something, though. I'm going to give it to you later.
All right. I'll try to wait.
But now I got to get something for Imloff. I didn't even know.
You see his face go pale and his ears, his very large ears, they droop a little. Who told you that?
What?
That it's Imloff's birthday.
Oh, everybody knows, you know? What? You didn't know?
No, you told me. You told me.
Huh, that's weird. Well, I wonder if the captain knows.
Hmm.
I bet she'd like to know.
I don't know what you mean by that. And you see him like hop up out of bed. He scratches his ass, his bare naked ass. He waddles over to his chest. He props open. He's like, what should I wear today?
Aren't you already wearing it?
Ha! My birthday suit. Yeah.
Best suit. I can't take it away from you.
Yeah. You see him walk towards the door.
Oh no, no.
He opens the door. He walks out. He closes the door.
I better go find the
Oh,
captain.
boy.
You make your way over towards Arlen's room, and all of you, as Pole kind of approaches, knocks on the door. You probably permit him in. As the door opens, you just hear like a distant voice shouting like, "Oh, it's a naked day today!" And then the door closes, and Pole, you join the party.
Oh, did you hear? It's Tully's birthday.
Oh yeah, I knew that a long time ago. I got him a present and everything. I even wrote a song for him.
We
It's not very
need to have
good.
a party. We gotta get everything ready.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a
Yes.
party. We're gonna go. Well, we're gonna go to all 2 of the bars when we get back.
There are only 2 bars in Saltmarsh.
All right. Well, if you
Oh.
can keep him occupied at one for a little bit, as we're setting up the larger party at the other,
Mhm.
that would
Yeah.
be
Oh, is
very
that for
helpful.
Imlof?
What?
Is the larger party for Imlof?
Why would there? No, it's for Tolly's birthday.
Oh, you didn't know.
Didn't know what?
Well, Tolly and Imlof, they've got the same birthday, ain't they?
They do?
Oh yeah. Didn't you know?
I wasn't aware of this.
It's a
But
double
interesting.
party.
Yeah, double party.
Weird.
Anyway.
Nobody seems to know. I
No,
wonder if she just
did
doesn't
not
like people
deign
telling
to
you.
tell me. But now it is a joint birthday celebration. So again, if you can get things, if you can distract Tolly, and then we'll deal with the rest.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be a problem.
I will mention some people don't like making a big deal out of their birthday.
Oh, true. Maybe that's part of the reason that we haven't heard it yet.
Could be.
Yeah, Captain, maybe you can keep Imhoff busy.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find something to do.
I'm very sure you could, yeah.
I think that it's about this time that you can hear people shouting the final calls as you're preparing to make landfall. And time to turn on the map. The group of you are now in Saltmarsh around number 16. As you pull in and you see that there are a great number of fishing ships all around you and just the bustle of industry. You see carts heading over towards the Miners Guild, the weekly market, the green market are both thriving and lively. And there appears to be a group of people gathering near the council hall, the town hall. And as the group of you make your way up towards the deck, and as the ship finally docks, you see that there is a line setting up. Imloth is talking to each person before they disembark the ship. GeekDice?
Yeah, so I would imagine people are going to bail here in a moment. So I'm going to make a beeline for our cook, our chef, Malaya,
Okay.
and I'm gonna whisper to her. Maybe we can get some birthday cakes going, something special, and give her some money, and then whatever it takes to make some really nice birthday cakes, and give her the details. And swear
I
her
can
to secrecy.
absolutely do that.
Yes.
Total secrecy, of course. I can have it done within an hour or 2.
Perfect.
And where do you want me to deliver this?
Well, we're still setting up the details.
Okay. How do I get contact with you?
No, I'll be around.
Where is around?
I'll let you know.
Should I come back to the ship to try to find you?
Yes.
Okay. She clutches the fistful of money you give her.
Yeah, I give her like it's more than probably what she needs. I'll give her 20 gold pieces.
That's plenty. You know that like
Yeah.
1 gold piece is like enough.
I know we're probably gonna go a little bit bonkers. So
Okay, she like looks at it and she says,
Yeah, it's good.
"Do you want to be able to fit a person inside the cake? Like, is that how big we're going?"
That's a great idea.
Oh.
How tall is the captain?
She looks at the 20 gold. She's like, "I think this is more than enough. I'll be fine." And then she begins to run. And so you see like a line of people as they're beginning to disembark the ship. You see that Imloth is standing there with the book open, and she appears to be handing people little bags of money as they're leaving the ship and signing off, checking off. People have to initial, saying that they received their pay. And so disembark your crew. They begin to do their thing. I was about to say invade Saltmarsh, which was completely untrue, but I guess in a sense they kind of do.
Plunder!
Well, no.
Excellent. So when we get back here, we're going to bring our party ashore as well. But before we do, I think this is a good time for us to take a quick break. We're going to take about 5 minutes to stretch, hydrate, use bathroom, all that good stuff, and we hope that you join us. Thank you so much, everyone, for all of the card draws. We still have very many. Yeah, we've only gone through 4. It's going to ramp up quite a bit as we get further into the party. But yeah, we'll be back here in a little bit. Be right back, everybody. So as the group of you begin to make your way off the ship, you can see that a few of your crewmates are loitering, kind of looking around, unsure what to do, or they're stopping to count their coins, or they get distracted by something by the docks. And the group of you step off of the Sea Lily, and you're all talking about setting up this party. What would you like to do? The whole of Saltmarsh is at your fingertips. I was about to say toe tips, but that's weird.
I mean, we are a weird party, so
Well, I was gonna say I organized. I grabbed everything last time. So I think we discussed already who what we're doing. Gonna dress up Wicker Goat. I guess I'll just go to the party store to see if there's a theme for what we're looking for.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go with you. I help. We'll
Okay.
figure it out.
I'll take your help for sure.
Okay. The two of you begin to peruse through the markets. Unfortunately, Saltmarsh is so small that they don't have a dedicated party shop.
Well,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean,
Fine.
if you want, you can open a business. You could establish the first party shop in Saltmarsh, but you'll have to deal with the various markets and basically pick up goods here and there.
then Finn meant to say he'll go to the same markets that he was before the first.
Yeah. Okay. So the two of you disembark. The 3 of you remain, Garen, Pole, and Arlen.
I'm taking Tully to the bar.
All right.
I'm gonna make him put some clothes on first, though.
Yeah, you
just
see,
so we can get in.
You see, like the last person off the ship is Tully, this like 3-foot tall goblin, completely butt-ass naked as the day that he was born. He's confidently, like, hands on his hips, stomping down the wooden ladder thing, the plank, as he's making his way onto the dock, and he looks at you, Pole. He's like, "All right, I'm ready."
I think you should put some clothes on. You can easily get in the bar with your clothes on, and getting out is easier when they're off. So,
All right.
understand? Let's do it that way.
Yeah, okay.
First round's on me.
All right. Do you want to help me pick out an outfit?
Sure, pirate clothes is good.
Okay.
I've got lots of
like it.
pirate clothes in my trunk.
Yeah, we like montage, and what does Tully look like now wearing this outfit?
He probably looks like a World of Warcraft goblin pirate.
Hell yeah. Exactly. Tully like cleans up real good. Like he actually looks a little hot now, you know? He's just like he's got like the collar kind of puffed up and collar kind of puffed up, and he's got like the sleeves. He's rolled up the sleeves so you see his like muscular forearms. He doesn't have any shoes on. And he's like, all right, I'm ready.
Popeye forearms.
Yeah. This is where we discovered that Tully's actually kind of jacked. Let's go. I'll race ya.
All right, you're on.
And he
I
begins
will-
to just sprint down the street. He just
Haul
shoves an old
ass.
woman out of the way.
I jump over her body and keep following him.
I love it. So Garen and Arlen, you see this happening. The old woman's like, oh no, my hip hurts. All the aches. Ow. Okay, I'm on my feet now. I silently exit the scene.
All right. Well. So I need to investigate what's going on at the council really quickly. But Imloth, can you help Finn get some of the party supplies set up, and then I'll meet up with you all.
Very good. Is there anything that you would like Mr. Garen to help with?
I actually would like to join Arlen at the council.
Ah, very well. Well, you can leave the arrangements to both Mr. Finn and I.
Perfect.
Very good.
I'll join with you all soon.
We will meet at the Wicker Goat.
Yes.
Very good. Mr. Finn, after you.
Alright. And then
Okay.
he's off to wherever stores he went to before.
Okay, so we'll have a little bit of a montage here as KayBee and Finn, you joined with Imloth, begin to peruse the various markets. You can see that there appears to be a wide arrangement of different tchotchkes available now. It seems almost as if a group of adventurers have come in and they've sold all of their loot at the market, and you see that a lot of it is not recognizable. There appears to be that another adventuring party in town. You see that there appears to be like some kind of like strange looking artifact that is absolutely alien to you. You see that there are a variety of weapons that appear exotic and strange, unfamiliar to you in their make.
Ooh.
You see
Find something nice here, maybe for Tully, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I would think, we can get something nice for him.
I wonder what he likes.
He likes to be naked, unfortunately. From my observances.
Yeah, he seems to be the one that's really behind Naked Day. I suppose let's dig around, I guess, a bit and see if we can find something that you and me, KayBee, can both agree that Tully would like. And yeah.
Are you alright, Mr. KayBee? Something's happening to your face.
No, it's okay.
Very
You
good.
sure?
So when I have a chance, I kind of get close to Finn.
You see Imloth is like in the background looking at apples.
Yeah, okay. It's her birthday too. How are we doing this when she's here?
Well, you didn't hear anything until Paul said anything, right?
I don't know.
So, do they want it secret? Do they, like Garen said, some people just don't want their birthday, like...
Well, we're gonna make 2 cakes anyway, so we'll figure it out. We'll be ready.
Okay, all right. I mean, we can still get... What do you want to get her something too? I'm down for that.
Yeah,
But-
that's kind of... Well, look around.
Just
maybe we
in
gotta split
case?
up. Yeah, maybe we
Okay.
gotta split up. Okay.
Okay. And then, just looking for stuff that I would think either Tully or Imloth would like.
Okay, sounds good. The two of you are kind of poking through the area. You see that there's actually a brand new booth set up, and it actually looks quite fancy. You see that it is set in the back of a horse-drawn wagon. The horse is not currently attached, and it seems to have been opened up. This particular wagon, it is completely enclosed and it has a door on the back. The door is currently open. It appears to be painted completely purple, and it has very obvious silver paint embellishing on like the wheels, and it's kind of a slap job. Like, it's not very delicately done, and it does look a bit scuffed. But you see that the sign reads, "Magical items from far, far away."
Oh,
yeah,
fancy.
I don't know about that. I've seen shenanigans like this before.
Have you? Oh, okay. I've dealt a little bit with magic, but not enough, I guess, to tell if it's as bad or good. So I shouldn't get anything from that? Because I kind of want to.
Well, we can take a look.
Okay.
As the two of you begin to approach, you see that there's this soft, wispy, purple-pink fog just kind of roiling out onto the cobblestone street. You can see the interior is dark and it's lit by only a few candles, and they're all purple.
So I guess we're led to believe that maybe there's something magic here. But I look at it with the scrutinous, arcane eye of an expert. Is this some alchemical chicanery or truly something magical?
Roll me Arcana.
I can try.
You can try. 29. What the fuck? Okay. So it's very obviously meant to be done up in a way that is appealing. It's mysterious. It's something completely different than what is your typical market attraction. You can see that some people are regarding it with a measure of scrutiny as well. No one seems to be really bothering with it. You see that as you're kind of approaching, someone kind of stomps out and they're like, "These prices are ludicrous. Who the fuck do they think they are?" And he just kind of stumbles away. But you would know from your experiences, KayBee, that stranger things have been found in stranger places.
Nothing quite like a flea market or garage sale. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Hello, Careful Cantrip. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you. Okay. As you enter in, you can see that there are essentially a few of these cradles that are set up on the sides of the interior of this wagon. They are stuffed with hay, and there's only a few items kind of sitting on top of these beds. And you see among them, there is this robe that is very neatly folded. And as you approach it, you can see the eyes. There are very many eyes on this robe. They all open up, and the pupils kind of watch KayBee and Finn as they move around. You see that there is a metal hand kind of jutting out from the hay on another bucket cradle, and on the hand is a single ring. You see that there appears to be an instrument in another one of them. It's a many-stringed portable lyre.
Oh.
And then there's a helmet in the last one.
Oh.
Is there a caretaker of some sort here?
You look
And again-
around, you don't see anybody else inside.
That's weird.
You see that on each one of the beds, there's a single parchment, and very neatly scrawled, there's a price for each one. And they're each 5,000 gold.
No, it's kind of pricey.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if we even have that much. This may not work out then, I guess.
So, not seeing a caretaker of any sort, I'm just going to wantonly cast Detect Magic. and scrutinize the level of power of each of these items as I look around the area. And if I can determine some nature like the school of magic or something of the sort,
Okay.
tell me if any of these are legitimate and what they might be.
Okay. As you cast Detect Magic, a flood of light and information overwhelms you. These are 100% magic items, and you realize that there is someone in... Can you see invisibility with Detect Magic? I don't think you can.
No, I don't think so. But if notionally it could, at DM's discretion, there could be indications that there's something somewhere if it's magic is a magic effect.
Yeah, okay. Just for funsies, this one time maybe, you see that there is a shimmer of something really vague in the corner, and it looks almost like the shape of a very small humanoid.
Oh, hi over there.
Now you can see me! You see just like kind of like a poof, another roil of fog, purple in color, just kind of washes out and it chokes over you, makes you cough and your eyes water a little bit. Hello, welcome to my wagon. You see this very eccentric looking young man. He is quite short. You can see that his hair is kind of sticking up in strange ways. There's a few of them that are singed. He has a robe on that is much too big for him. He stands about 4'2", and he has very large ears. He says, "Anything have your fancy? I'm sorry, the prices are not negotiable. They are what they are."
Yeah, everything looks really, really nice.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good stuff. Yeah, it's kind of pricey, I'll admit.
Yes, well, it is an expensive and strange life being an extremely powerful wizard.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yes, you
I
know, I've
imagine.
got bills to pay. Unfortunately, I've got a terrible landlord back in Chendel.
That's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
I have enough money on me today, and I can't check my pockets. Yeah,
Oh, well, we do have some very flexible payment plans if
Oh, I
that's
see,
something that would
yeah.
interest you.
Yeah, well, tell me a little bit about this stuff. This robe over here and this ring over here.
Oh, don't do. Hey, be careful with your
I'm just
hands
gonna
around
point.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you don't want to poke one of the eyes out on the robe of eyes. They keep
Oh.
an eye on things for you.
Okay.
Interesting. Tell us what we're looking at here. Everything.
Oh, well. There's a bit of fun and mystery, isn't there? But of course, for such a price that is reasonable that you would want information. Well, this helmet here, this helm is very, very special. I found it on the edge of the Vesvi forest. Where to go? H. Helm starts with H. This, my friend, is called the Helm of Teleportation. It will take you places that you've been before.
Yep, that's very good. That's nice. And what else we got here?
Oh, and here we have a musical instrument that I acquired in the Howling Hills. This is a lyre of which cannot be resisted. It has a song akin to that of a siren, tantalizing in the right hands. And this ring. Oh, let me tell you about this ring. This, my friend, is a ring. And
It's the ring of power
The ring.
on Amazon Prime.
I just typed in ring and it pulled up Ring of Three Wishes. I was like, fuck no, that's not what it is. It's not that.
Yes, it's that.
No. What are you? He goes up to the ring and he shakes it. I can't remember.
Ring of something very good.
This here is a ring of freedom. It will allow you to move without any hindrance.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, we're just gonna look around for a little bit.
Very good. He very gently puts the hand with the ring on it back down. Don't touch. You touch it, you have to pay for it. Those are the rules. KayBee, you realize, as you're kind of looking around, part of the reason why the light was overwhelming, this entire wagon is enchanted. You can see that there are runes all the way inscribed around. And kind of like as your eyes are trailing, he points at it. He says, I see that you see my protection spell. Yes, if you attempt to steal one of these items, then in fact, you would be essentially entering a payment plan with me, of which you will not be able to decide on any of the factors. It would be much better if we do ethical business. Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
Yep. So I think we're going to look around for a little bit. We definitely have a mission. We have a task, something we're been told to do. And while some of these things are interesting and KayBee might be interested to investigate further, he doesn't want to hold up Finn or Imloth.
Is it anything? So the entire shop is magic then?
There's only 4 items inside of this magic wagon. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think we can get anything from here. We can't afford it.
Oh, well, like I said, there's payment plans. They are flexible.
Yeah, how does that work? Is that like a 60-year payment plan? I am long-lived.
If you wish to do something like that, yes. Or there are ways of less... Well, I will speak plainly. I have the ability to establish a bond with those that enter my payment plans, and essentially I can teleport to you. And once you come into contact with something, we can trade. You can perhaps pay me in items as well, and we can consider it to pay off your debt to me, which is, of course, the price tag that you see here of the various items.
Okay, that's
So it is
interesting.
reasonable. There are ways to pay it off without having to pay up front or over 60 years.
Yeah.
I am very well traveled.
Okay, I'll give it some thought. Thank you.
Okay. I will let you know, though, that my wagon will disappear exactly at dusk. It will simply vanish.
Okay.
I advise you to not stand inside my wagon.
Interesting.
At dusk, you will not return to Saltmarsh. If you want me to get rid of someone, you can push them into my wagon. That's fine. But you will never see them again.
Nice.
Okay, so we exit the wagon. I think we have other things to do.
Okay.
We're definitely interested, but not now.
Okay.
Well,
Finn, as you're stepping out, the two of you are leaving. This very eccentric wizard puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Hold on a minute. I'd like to speak to you."
about what?
You have an aura about you. There's something different about you that I'm noticing now. No, you smell fine.
Oh.
Don't worry. I have a very keen
Okay.
nose. I smelled you the moment that you stepped into my wagon. But
Well, that's good then. All right.
I can't quite put my finger on you, but I don't think this is the last time that we will see each other. Here, and he kind of twists his hand, and appearing between his fingers is a business card. And he hands it to you, and just says the word Moxie on it. If you run into trouble, or you come across something strange that you can't quite understand, just call out my name 3 times. And I will appear.
This is your name on the card, Mox?
Moxie.
Moxie, I'm sorry. Moxie.
Yes.
Okay. What An aura? Like, what do you mean? Is it a good aura, a bad aura? Do you?
He holds out his hand. He takes your hand as you offer it to him, and he gives it a lick. Oh no, it's bad. You're cursed.
What?
Yes.
I'm cursed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. Okay. What? That sucks.
Yeah, it does. It sucks a lot, but not my problem. Anyway, goodbye. Oh, there's a customer coming. He kind of shoves you a little bit out the way. He's like, come on into my wagon.
KayBee? I don't know if that person told me I'm cursed because I really am, or they're angry we didn't buy anything from them.
I'm sorry. I don't have that much money. What can I say?
That's fine. I mean, have you noticed, just out of curiosity, I know you know magic. Do I seem like I've got a cursed aura around me?
No. I think in some ways you're kind of lucky.
In some ways. All right. Well then, I don't know then. They gave me a business card. If I bump into anything strange, just say their name 3 times, then apparently they're going to appear.
Oh, that's actually really nice. That's a pretty good deal to have, you know.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, I don't know. I've been cursed before. It can be overrated.
Okay. Well, they said it was bad. If I really am cursed, it's a bad curse. So.
Do you feel cursed?
Not really. I haven't felt any different.
I think you're gonna be okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, regardless, this day isn't about me being cursed. This day is about Tully being his birthday, and let's get him stuff.
Okay. As the two of you walk away, Finn, you're kind of looking at the card. It's a very simple card with a simple name on it, and you tuck it away. You have drawn the throne card. An opportunity opens up for you.
Oh, splendid.
Yeah. I wonder what all that's about, huh? Okay.
Oh, lovely cow.
I love the random cow.
I know, so do I.
It's so random. Okay. So we're going to cut to a different scene here. And we see both Arlen and Garen heading over towards City Hall. You see that there appears to be a small congregation of people outside. They're kind of gathered around. You see that the town hall doors are open and the people are peering inside without entering.
What's going on?
Plain woman turns around to look at you and she says, "They're having a meeting. It seems that some people from outside the town of Saltmarsh are gathered here. There are lizard folk and some people that I've never seen before. They are speaking to one another. It seems that something's going on. We can't quite hear from this distance, and we're also not welcome inside."
Oh, all right. I think I understand what's happening. Thank you for the information.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what's going on inside?
Probably.
Do you want to tell me?
Well, if they don't want you to know, like, what place is it of mine to spread it around the town?
I don't like you.
That's fine. I gave you your rain back and all of your fish. So... And Arlen will walk away.
As you walk away, the woman just kind of like leans in towards the door, trying to strain to hear. And then you hear like a deep voice, kind of like who is eavesdropping. He's like, "Thanks for the rain."
You're welcome.
Okay, so the two of you are standing a little further away from the group. What would you like to do now?
Alright, so I largely needed this time away from Imloth to get her a present discreetly. I'll also go ahead and get a present for Tully as well, but I already know what I'm going to get him. So I don't know if there's anything else you were wanting to do.
No, I don't know. I might have looked for a place to trade in this broken magic thing. Maybe get Tully something and a better lock for my door.
Alright. Well, you can come with me, and if we find anything, then you can do what you need to do.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna montage the shopping a little bit. We have basically like both parties going around checking out various things. And once we get to the party, you can describe what the wrapped present looks like if you wrap it, and then what it is when you deliver it. But we'll cut over now to Pole as you are stomping over towards the snapping line with Tully. Tully has been full on hitting on every single person that you walk by. Like, nice ass. Yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah. All right. So what's the first thing that you're gonna drink?
You mean they have stuff other than beer?
I think so. We should
Oh.
ask.
Yeah, what you got?
Yeah, as you kind of both enter in, you see Hannah is currently behind the bar. She gives you a smile, but then her face kind of flattens out as she looks at Tully. Welcome on in. Oh, you wanted a menu? Well, we have some claw wine. We have...
Do you have anything that starts with the letter A?
We have some ale.
2 ales!
Very good. And she begins to pour the drinks, and she's kind of looking at Tully with some scrutiny. He struggles a little bit getting onto the tall stool of the bar, and he sits down. And as soon as it gets put down in front of him, he begins to chug it.
Do you have anything that starts with the letter B? Oh, beer. 2 beers.
All right.
Wait, no. Ale and beer for everybody.
As you say that, it's very early on like a Tuesday. There's like 3 people there, and one of them looks really confused. Another man is like barely awake. He doesn't respond, and then there's just like one guy that's like, yeah!
Is it Jeff? Is Jeff there?
It's totally...
Let's see, is Jeff...
Jeff's pretending to be 3 different people.
Okay, if I roll a 1, he's at the wicker goat. If I roll a 2, he's at the snapping line. Oh my god, it's Jeff.
Yes!
That's so funny. It's Jeff. Jeff is like, my best friends, you're back. Welcome back to Saltmarsh. He hurries over from his end of the bar over to the 2 of you, slings his arms over your shoulders. Ale and beer?
Ale. Well, what starts... Do you have anything that starts with the letter C?
They've got claw wine. Ask for the claw wine.
Claw wine! For everyone!
Yeah! And Tully's like, Tully is just basically like, glug, 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 and putting it down and then picking up the next drink and glug, glug, glug. He's just chugging it next.
Same here,
and the
pretty
next.
much. Between ordering them, I'm drinking them.
Oh my god. You immediately start to feel sick as you're mixing various alcohols. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Okay, a 13. You're actually holding your weight pretty well here. So I imagine that there's probably like an hour of this, of you just kind of, Jeff begins to ask you questions about your latest adventure, and you're both the 3 of you are knocking back drinks quite liberally. And at a certain point, Jeff says, well, this has been good fun, but I should get back to the wall. I'm actually supposed to be working right now.
What? No! Did you know it's Tully's birthday today?
It's your birthday.
We're celebrating his birthday. You
why
can't
did you
go.
open up with that? Oh. But what if someone storms the wall?
What do you have that starts with the
And then I
letter J?
won't... Alcohol that starts with J.
They probably don't
I've
have
got some
Jägermeister
Jack
here.
Daniels. Or some
Nice.
Jim Beam.
All right, whiskey.
But they're all spelled with an extra E. It's just silent. That way it's
All right.
fantasy and it's legally
Uh-huh.
distinct.
Quite.
Ye old Jim Beam.
All right. And then another hour passes and you're both drinking heavily. Roll me another Constitution save. Tully is just knocking these back, no problem. An 8. You begin to feel a little sickly, Pole.
Nah, I'm gonna use my nat 20.
I did also give you advantage earlier if you want to use that instead.
Oh my
I don't know if
God.
a 12's enough. I'm gonna take the nat 20.
Okay. It's like drinking water.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's that diet that you had, you know, that out on the ocean
Mhm.
having some like vegan recycled soup over and over and over again. Like you have a hearty constitution right now.
Yep.
You can
2
eat
bean
garbage and you'll be fine. Yeah.
soup. Nice.
It's like it's made like a protective film. So you're totally fine with all the consumption of alcohol. Okay, is there anything particular you want to do as the three of you continue partying?
Well, eventually, Paul's gonna take out his lute and he's gonna sing the birthday song, but he wants to wait till his mates get here.
Okay. You would remember that they're essentially not coming here, that you are to bring Tully to the Wicker Goat.
Oh yeah, Tully, we gotta. Sorry, we gotta go to the Wicker Goat. We'll start with Kay over there.
Can I come? It's Tully's birthday and I want to be with Aw, my web captioner said Stella's birthday. Haha. I'm not Tully. Tully is not my self-insert. Not even a little
Are
bit.
you sure?
Is
Not even.
too.
Nope.
So,
Yeah, sure, come along. The more the merrier.
yes. Oh, fantastic. And the three of you begin to stumble your way over to the Wicker Goat. Okay, so as we cut over to the Wicker Goat, we've set up decorations here, and we have quite the ensemble of various strips of cloth have been cut out and set on the ceiling, and they're hanging down. You have essentially what is like a leather balloon animal. You have the baby owlbear currently just thrashing around in a pile of potatoes and just mincing them for fun. You have quite a few people that you've gathered here as well. A number of the crew you've been able to kind of rally together as you're moving through Saltmarsh here. Is there anything special that you want to set up before Pole and Tully enter?
Streamers.
Okay, there are now streamers.
If we have confetti guns.
Yes. They were a little pricey, but some
Price is not an object.
artificer has set up wooden confetti guns
Nice.
and said that they're not responsible if there are accidentally any splinters that go launching. All right. Where's the party music?
And my present for Tully is in a giant box.
Oh. How giant are we talking?
Like bigger than Arlen.
Oh. Oh my.
I'm just gonna go ahead and deduct 20 gold.
Okay. Hold on. There's a very specific song. What's funny is, if you use the Roll20 music for long enough, you memorize the names of the songs that you like. Okay. All right. So Pole, you enter into the Wicker Goat, and you can see that it is vibrant with color. There are quite a few streamers. There's bits of cloth that are flowing around. You see the windows are wide open. There appears to be a giant fucking cake dominating the middle of the room, and then a slightly smaller cake right next to it. You see all of your friends. You see a majority of the people from your crew. And as Tully enters in, everyone starts cheering. Tully's like, "It's my birthday!
I'm gonna lift him up on my shoulders
It's
and
my
jump around.
birthday! Yeah!"
Fire! And we fire the confetti guns.
And then just pa 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 pa. Someone goes, "Ah!" It is just a sea of color, and everything here is light and vibrant and smells sweet on the air. You don't smell the salty muskness of the docks from here. There's fruit. There's baked goods. There's nice fire in the fireplace. And there's a lot of alcohol everywhere. And you can see that as Pole's kind of bouncing around with Tully on his shoulders, he's kind of like grabbing fistfuls of Pole's hair to like stay on.
Holy Tui.
Like Ratatouille. Yeah.
Mhm.
And Raccoona Tui.
Yeah. Okay, so we see a montage of the events kind of go through. Tully begs you, Pole, to throw him into his cake.
Hell yeah! Woo!
You all see Tully just disappear into the cake.
Oh.
Nice.
Good thing there's another cake.
Right?
Yeah.
The big
Almost like we had planned
goblin-shaped
for this.
hole in the cake.
He's just gone.
I think that's completely his cake now.
If it wasn't, it is now.
Yeah.
You see, like, coming up from, like, the inside of the cake and over, the shirt just goes flying.
Oh no. Oh
Na,
no.
na, 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 na.
Yeah. All right. Well, once Tully finally gets out, Garen hands him his gift that he got, which is just like a mug, but it's like stylized with naked goblins on it. Hands it to him.
You see him hold it against his bare chest, and he says, "This is the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. Thank you so much, Garen." He starts kissing each naked goblin, turning the cup.
Tully, I got you something too. Here you go.
It's it's wrapped in a cloth. It's a couple feet long, and hold it out to him. And he unwraps it, and it's this beautiful sword. It's highly polished.
It's a pirate sword. It was captured from the pirates, and it's real shiny.
I love this. He immediately drops the cup. He takes the sword and he starts slashing at his cake. And there's bits of cake just flying everywhere. I love this. Look, Paul.
Nice! Cut the cake! We all want a piece.
Yeah.
He's like, eat
Oh, no.
this! And he just like slashes it down and just kind of like sunders it in half. The cake looks super sad now. It's just kind of like melting into two different directions. And then this completely cake-covered goblin that's shirtless, wearing only a pair of pants and having a sword, a very shiny sword in one hand, looks at you, Finn. What did you get me for my birthday?
I got you something special, my friend. And I was gonna go for a sword, but now I gotta think.
You know what? Wait! I'll go get another drink.
You should go get another drink.
What starts with K, bartender?
What's better than a goblin with a sword?
We have
Goblin with a
Kraken
mug.
rum.
That's the best!
A goblin with a
Kraken
mug.
rum for everyone.
You see Tole just like stab his sword into the ground. He picks up his mug and he starts running after Pole going towards the bar. Just immediately abandoning the sword just in the middle of the tavern. And you get wasted.
Cheers.
He's having a great time. Then he runs up to Arlen, his mug half empty. What did you get me from everything?
Arlen gestures to the giant box in the corner of the room.
You see, he just kind of turns with his whole body. And then he looks up. You got me a box.
Inside of the box,
I love boxes.
Well, there's
They're
also
so-
something inside of the box.
What's in the box?
Well, go and open it. You might have to cut a hole in it with your sword.
I love you, Captain. And he just kind of throws his arms around you. The Kraken rum goes sloshing on your clothes. You just start sobbing into your clothing. You're the best captain. My last captain tried to eat me.
What?
It was awful. I didn't like it.
No, that's not good.
No. Thanks for not trying to eat me.
Of course. Happy to not eat you.
Can you hold my drink?
Sure. Then I'll hold the drink.
Thanks, Captain. You've got my back. And he runs over to his sword, yanks it out, and he just charges at the box with it overhead and just starts hacking at it. Like he's trying to chop lumber. It's not very effective.
Yeah. Inside of the box, it is empty, except for a piece of paper.
You see this just cake-laden goblin kind of walk in, look at the paper. He bends at the hips to look at it without picking it up, and he squints down at it.
It is a free naked day pass. You can turn it into the captain or first mate, and when it is turned in, it is naked day that day.
He picks up the paper. He looks at you, Arlen. He looks you dead in the eyes. You see him stab the sword down. He's just staring at you the entire time. He folds the paper in half, and then he shoves it right in the front of his pants. Gives you a nod. He walks up to you, takes his drink, and he silently just continues walking away.
Hopefully that means he likes it.
You can tell he really likes it.
Okay. And after
Speechless.
he takes his drink, Arlen will move over to the side where I imagine Imloth is.
Yeah,
And-
you know how there's always that one fantasy character that's just cool and collected, leaning up against the wall, it's kind of sipping their wine. That's definitely Imloth.
Yeah. And Arlen will pull out a really nice notebook, quill, and set of inks, and discreetly pass it over to Imloth.
She looks at it very carefully.
Happy birthday.
Oh. You know.
I imagined you didn't want to make a big deal about it, but I still wanted to get you something nice.
Thank you. I do prefer it that way. I unfortunately went through quite a few things around my birthday, and I don't really like to revisit them. But this is sweet. Thank you.
I understand. If you ever need to talk about them, just let me know.
I will. She smiles
Arlen,
softly.
We'll smile and then back away and go to hype up the rest of the crew.
You see, for the rest of the night, she just kind of holds it against her chest, and she just continues drinking quietly, just smiling at people dancing on tables and getting smashed. The general vibe of the tavern is very much celebration here.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah. And then I think the night begins to wind down a little bit, and equipped with an empty mug and a sword tucked into a belt that he totally stole from somebody else, he goes up to you. He says, "Paul, what did you get me for my birthday?"
Right. Well, here it is. It's just a little box. It's got a ribbon on it. I tied it myself.
This is a good-looking ribbon.
Yeah. The lady who gave it to me was pretty too.
A pretty lady touched this.
Yep. I asked her if I could say so.
Can I touch it?
It's yours, eh? Take it. And you can open it. It's something inside for you.
He drops both the sword and the cup, takes it with both hands, just kind of like holds it against his face. Then he opens it.
So inside is the crystal cat of Chendel.
Poe,
What?
what's this?
Well, it's a kitty. Made of glass.
See him drop the box, but he holds the crystal cat in his hand. He begins to shake visibly. And you see that he's almost like vibrating. You see tears are streaming down his face. This is the nicest thing that anyone has ever given me.
Oh, it's nothing. You're my best mate. Oh, you can always have the best of what I got.
He begins to quicken his breath. You can see that he's almost seeming to panic a little bit. There's a bit of wildness to his eyes. They're getting wider. He's crying liberally now. I love it. I love this so much, Paul. He puts it in his mouth and he swallows it.
Maybe that's what you're supposed to do with it.
It's perfect. It tastes like friendship.
It is. Maybe you like a lager to wash it down. We're on to L.
He scrambles over to his cup. He picks it up. And he runs to the bar with you.
Lager all around. And then everyone, I'm going to sing a song that I
Okay.
wrote for Tully.
As you say that, the music slowly quiets. People gather around.
Paul sings it on his lute, but I don't have one of those.
Tully sits down literally in front of you.
I was just writing this on a ship. I mean, I never wrote a song before, so I hope you like it. So, it's not very long, but I think maybe every year we can add more parts for whatever we did together. You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There once was a goblin named Tully the Kid. He lived on a ship, 'cause that's what he did. He liked drinking beer, whether lager or root. But most of all, he loved his birthday suit. When the captain was gone, he got off his clothes, wore no tunic, he cared not for hose. If you walk behind him, you'd see his patoot. But now it's Tully's birthday, get into your suit.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Love it.
god.
Maximum
What?
That was
Inspiration.
incredible.
Fuck.
Incredible. That was fantastic.
Oh my
Thank you,
God.
everybody.
Oh my god.
There'll be more next year.
So as this is going on, people are screaming, they're dancing, they love it. You can see that Tully is just completely mesmerized by you. And as he looks at you, as you come to a finish with the song, it's just about that moment that Malaya walks up and she has a cupcake and it has a single candle and it's lit. She kind of holds it out between the two of you. She says, "Happy birthday, Tully. You get to make a wish." And Tully takes the cupcake he holds in both hands and he says, "I've already got my wish. I just wanted to spend time with my friend. And this is the best birthday I've ever had. And I'm surrounded by people that love me and only want the best for me. Poe, I want you to have this wish. What do you wish for?" And he holds the cupcake out to you. You have drawn the moon card.
Aww, that's cute as fuck, Stella.
I'm crying right now.
Well, of course, I wish you a happy birthday. It's nothing better than that.
Well, I mean, I already have a happy birthday. I don't need another happy birthday. It's already true. It came true, Poe. What do you wish for? I wish that you wish for something for yourself.
Not on my birthday. On your birthday, no. On my birthday, I wish for myself. On your birthday, I only wish for you. And I just wish that we'll be friends forever. And that's all.
If that's what you wish, you have to blow out the candle. You blow it out, and there's a cry of cheers all around you. Tully puts the whole thing in his mouth, including the candle. He swallows it.
It's the best part.
And then he throws himself at you, and he embraces you with his whole body. Cake transferring into your clothes. He definitely smells like piss and various alcohols. But he just hugs you tightly. You can feel his little heart thumping against your chest. And he says very softly into your shoulder, "You're the best friend that anybody could ever ask for, Poe."
Likewise, I'm sure. I'll hug him back really hard.
Yeah. And you have this tender moment, and then he says, Now it's time to dance. And he jumps off of you, he rips off his pants, and then he climbs onto a table.
When it's Tully's birthday, and I'll take off my pants and jacket.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that at whatever point you decide to put your clothes back on, they're just not there. You have drawn the ruin card.
It's not the first time.
So whenever the party's over, you're walking back to the ship butt naked unless you steal some clothes.
Also, that won't be the first time.
I love it. All right. Is there anything anybody wants to do at the party before it begins to wind down?
I suppose I could hand off Tully his gift.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Tully comes up to you. He says, "I didn't forget." He's butt naked now.
Yeah. Well, no, a lot of stuff happened at once. I wasn't gonna interrupt any of that.
I just had to digest a little bit, you know.
Yes, that's fine.
I'm ready.
All right. He'll hand over a box to him, all nicely wrapped.
He begins chewing on the box. He's like, "Is it supposed to taste minty?"
No, but I had a feeling you were gonna chew on it, so I made sure that there was a little bit of taste to it.
It's a good box, yeah. And he eats enough of the lid. He's like, "Oh, there's something inside."
Yes,
He
there's
opens
something
it.
inside. Please don't. Well, you could eat this. I wouldn't recommend it though. So what Tully sees is some sort of like, I guess an equivalent to like a magic 8-ball.
Okay.
So he kind of held it's like an orb. I was trying to look at different orbs and stuff. So like an orb, so kind of like a magic 8-ball. And I tell him, so this is for all of your, I guess, impulses. Anytime you think about doing something, let's say a little chaotic, you shake it and it tells you what to do. However, none of the answers are no, just slightly different yeses.
I love
Have
it.
fun with it.
He immediately, butt naked, runs over to Arlen. And he says, "Captain, I have a question.
Yes.
So I just got this orb, and it's an orb of decision making. What if
Right.
can we, if the orb says yes, can we have an extra naked day every week?"
How can I say no on your birthday? Go ahead and try it.
He shakes it. He looks at it. It says,
It's just to clarify, it says yes, and then but there's a but to every one of them. Yes,
Mhm.
but, and then yeah. So but flavor it any way you want, but it's just that's how it will read.
it says, "Yes, but do it with a friend."
Nice.
Tully just kind of makes eyes at you, and then just silently slides away. We have a weird crew, y'all.
If anything ever happens to Tolly, Stella, there will be hell
Riot.
to pay.
There will be
Yeah.
a riot.
Probably.
Emma knows where I live, too. Okay. The night begins to wind down. You can see that some people have passed out. You see that others have made their way back towards the ship. Others have gone wandering into the city to do their own thing. And Tully is just sitting at the bar, just quietly having a conversation with Jeff now. You can tell that the energy is mostly depleted and people are running off of steam at this point. What would you all like to do?
Honestly, considering Garen didn't sleep the night before, he's probably napping in like the corner somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah,
we still
apples.
have our
passed out.
rooms at the other place.
I was gonna say, do we both have? I was gonna say, do we still have rooms at our other place, or would it still be, or is our rooms now permanently at the Stamping Lion?
You would know. Yeah, you don't have any rooms here anymore. That's for sure. At the snapping line, you are pretty confident that Hannah will definitely make accommodations for you if possible. Because you are just in the inn with her. But there has not been any kind of formal agreement to keep, like, something open for you. But in general, you know that the snapping line is a little quieter, so definitely possible that there's room for you.
Arlen's gonna head back there, a little early,
Okay.
just to try to make sure that there's a room.
Okay, yeah. If that's the case, then absolutely you're able to secure. The suites aren't available, so you don't have that, like, shared lobby and the whole third floor to yourselves. But she says, I do have 3 rooms available. They each have 2 beds in them.
We'll take them.
All right, here they are. All yours.
All right. Did anyone wake Garen, or did he just end up sleeping at the wicker goat?
I think Finn would probably have noticed. If the Finn would have noticed, we'll just say he did.
Okay.
I'll wake him up and I'll be like, "Hey, buddy. I think there's better places to sleep than right here in the corner."
Yeah. Didn't sleep well last night.
I can tell you never do this.
No, I don't. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll head back together.
And KayBee will kind of sweep the place to ensure all of our crewmates are make it out of there safely.
Okay. KayBee, as you're kind of looking over everything, you happen to find something. You see that there's something on the floor. It seems that Tully had at some point knocked over a jar on the wall and it shattered. And there appears to be something amidst the rubble. You see that there is a strange looking ring. It is kind of copper in color and it appears to have a flat head to it. There's an eyeball in the middle, and it seems to be surrounded by a number of what appears to be like quartz or diamonds. You can't quite tell.
Oh, that's a little pretty. What is this?
So I'm looking at it, and it's like you said, it was a jar, something knocked off a shelf.
Mm-hmm. The jar seems to be quite old. You see that there's a label that ripped in half, and it says honey on it.
Like it was something that was neglected, just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess pick up the ring. And for a moment, I'm kind of feeling, maybe thinking like, oh, what, this is pretty. I kind of like this. And I look around.
People are drunk or passed out. No one's looking at you.
Yeah, and I look to the barkeep. I look up to the bar. Is there somebody up there?
Yeah, fuck, I don't remember his name.
I go that way. I'll take it over there.
You see, the barkeeper, the owner of the Wicker Goat, is this middle-aged, kind of grizzled man. He has his dog, Barley, there with him. Barley definitely danced around quite a bit, but he's an older dog, so he's tuckered out by now, just sleeping by the fireplace.
Hey, old puppy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Excuse me, sir. I think my friend knocked it off the shelf over there, that broken jar. Sorry about that. We can pay for that, but there's something real shiny in there. Take a look at this. There's an old ring.
You see the owner, Lankus Currid, he kind of like pinches the ring between his fingers. He gives a look at it, and he shoves it back into your hand. It isn't mine.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
don't
polished
really
that on
run
my-
a lost and found here, I'll be quite honest.
I polished on my shirt and admire my new ring.
If you really want, you can surrender it over to the barracks. But
That's okay. I think it's got a new home now. Thank you.
he draws in a breath. You see him look over to where the trash is gathered over where you pointed out. And he just sighs and nods. And you see him reach over for a broom.
Do I sense that he's made a pretty penny? We probably spent a fair bit of coin here.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah, he's...
Yeah.
You see that he was upbeat throughout the entire thing, but it was a long venture, and he's definitely tired.
Good times. Have a great night.
Yeah. Thank
I'll
you.
chase any crewmates out of there. Be sure they get back to the ship.
Okay. You drew the key card.
Ooh,
Enjoy your ring of X-ray vision.
dude.
Yep.
Random. Pretty cool.
Sometimes it's like that. You get a little honey jar. It's got a little something sweet in it.
Sweet.
Okay. Arlen, as you are finalizing the various plans with Hannah, she invites you to sit down with her for a moment. Here, enjoy some claw wine, please, on me.
Right, thank you.
I have a business proposal. You see, there has been quite a bit of buzz around town, and your crew is doing quite well for yourselves. We heard that you accepted a contract with the Mariners Guild. That is quite benevolent. The Mariners Guild is very important to Saltmarsh, and securing the lighthouse would help all of the people here. That much is certain. So, what I would like to propose to you is that perhaps we open up a service of some kind. I could act as your liaison or your manager, so to speak. And if anyone wants to give you quests, they could speak directly to me, and I can pass them on to you. You could be mercenaries for hire, essentially. But you would have the final word on what you want to take and what you don't want to.
Right, and what do you get out of this business arrangement?
A cut. We would charge them a fee, and of course I'm very welcoming of coming to an agreement that we're both satisfied with. I plan to be very flexible with this.
Sounds agreeable to me, but let me sleep on it and we can further discuss in the morning when I'm not under the effects of multiple alcoholic drinks.
Of course, no rush. This is something that I think could be quite fruitful for us, and I want us to take our time and make sound decisions. Would you like me to bring up some extra water to the rooms?
Well, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
And
Thank you.
I'll put down some of the leftover bread as well, something for your party to munch on, in case anyone needs it. All right. Well, Arlen, as always, thank you so much for your continued patronage and business. It does mean a lot to me that you come to me for lodging and that we've done such good business together.
Of course. Thank you for providing such good amenities.
Well, I know good people when I see them. The other group of ventures that came rolling through, though, they are something, that's for sure.
Are they still here?
I'm not sure, but they aren't staying here. I'll be honest, I just turned them down. I didn't want them here. There's something about them that I'm not quite comfortable with.
Can you expand on that? Tell me about them.
Of course. And she begins to give you a few details of the people that she met. You have drawn the Knight card. Hannah trusts you and is very willing to move forward and act in a way that will benefit you and your friends. And she considers you a business partner, even if you haven't signed or agreed to anything quite yet.
Perfect. Cool.
Yeah. So the screen will fade to black because I'll be honest, I don't have any details about the adventures quite yet. I'm going to make that shit up before next session.
Valid.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else anyone wants to do before the night comes to a close? You are muted.
I don't know. Are you fishing for a chance to throw more of our cards at us?
I don't want to force anything. I do have a few, like, when you go to sleep, things that are going to happen.
I was gonna say that would we have gotten there in enough time before Arlen goes up, that we know that she got us rooms there, or?
I'm sure it would have been communicated to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, then, if Finn knows that there's a room there, and I guess we decide who's going in what room, Finn doesn't matter. He'll just try to like. Because it seems like everyone else. So we're agreeing that we're sleeping at the bar tonight, not on the boat. Then.
Yeah. There are 3 rooms with 6 beds.
All right. I'm gonna try and I'll tell Hannah that ask if they have an extra pillow that I could use or pay for. Considering Bims will, I'm trying to prevent Bims from destroying one of your beds.
So Hannah's like, of course, I can provide any kind of an amenity that you need.
I want,
yes.
I don't want you to have to pay for a brand new bed because Bims decided to, as we were on the ship, make a nest out of one of my beds.
Yeah.
Some parts of it are shreds, but I mean, it's.
Of course, thank you for being so thoughtful. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
So we have this montage of you, like, fluffing up this extra pillow in your room, making a deliberate space. Bims is not with you. I imagine there's a montage of you going to the ship to get Bims.
Yeah.
Which, that actually reminds me. What happened to the owlbear cub?
Just like, was it lost in the sauce, right? Is that the phrase? Just like drunk off of potatoes. Just like violently thrashing, sleeping. Like you see, like there's that one like meme that went around the internet for a while of like, there's like a baby cat and it's sleeping like this, right? Just completely straight. And then it has a huge belly. That's the owlbear, just like bone straight sleeping on the ground with this like oversized tummy, just full of potatoes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Garen will come back for it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not moving anywhere, that's for sure. And no one's gonna pick up an owlbear cub. Are you serious?
Right.
But Finn, you go back to the ship.
Yep.
Bims is not there. You have drawn the Donjon card.
No.
You can't find Bims anywhere on the ship.
Finn, so he looked everywhere. He can he tell, I guess, that he's not invisible?
Yeah,
he
you
goes
call
invisible.
out, and I think by now you have had enough of a relationship with Bims that Bims does come to you when you call for him. And Malaya stays on the ship the entire time after making the cake, delivering it after the party. And she says, I haven't seen or heard him at all. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't think he's on the ship at all.
Okay. All right. Well, if you,
I can
well, I don't
leave
know.
out some snacks and keep an eye on them. I'll count how many biscuits I leave out, and I'll let you know.
Make sure that the door stays open so he can come into the bed whenever he wants. Okay.
Yeah.
And thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Finn goes to walk away, and to himself he says, "Maybe I am cursed." And
The
then he'll
screen
walk back
fades
to the
black.
yeah.
Yeah. Anything else before people go to sleep?
Paul wants to know what letter he remembers being the last alcohol he drank.
Oh,
And I want to know what letter he got to.
okay. So definitely 9, 12. You got to the 22nd letter of the alphabet.
Holy crap.
Oh, wow. X.
X?
No, it's not quite X.
No.
No, it's
no,
26 letters.
22nd
Not
letter of the alphabet. It's
W.
V.
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 That's vermouth, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the last thing
Vermouth.
you remember drinking.
Yeah.
It's got pretty light.
Yeah. So where are you sleeping tonight?
Hell if I know.
That's great. I love
He
that.
passed out in the wicker goat.
Okay.
Sometime after the letter V.
So we're gonna say that we kind of have this scene here of we have this kind of scene here where you're quite disoriented. You've had a lot of alcohol and you vaguely hear Tully's voice with you as the two of you are walking down the streets of Saltmarsh. It's quiet, there aren't very many people around, and whoever is around outside, they're quick to move about their business.
Fuck, 2 naked people.
Yeah. And eventually at one point, Tully's like, hold on a second, I've got to piss. And he's in an alleyway, he's down a little bit, you hear him peeing. And it's kind of hard to keep track of what's going on. The two of you keep walking, and then at one point, you stop hearing his footsteps, but you still feel that forward momentum going on. And before you know it, you pass out. And you fall asleep. And you dream a dreamless dream. You've drawn the Void card. You get dangerously separated from the party.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's like the third time you've gotten that one, I think.
Right?
It's my signature card.
Hey, we all have signature cards at some point.
Right?
The patterns just keep emerging. Okay.
I'm not sure if it's void or ruin. I think I've had them both enough times. 2 signature
I
cards.
told you that
Right.
Pole had the worst cards. Okay. KayBee, you went back to the snapping line?
Yes, I heard there might be rooms.
Mhm.
If there's a room, I'll find a place. If not, then I'll head back to the boat.
Okay. Arlen, are you sharing your room?
Yeah, we need the beds, right?
There are
Right.
5 of you, and there's 6 beds.
Oh,
You could be
Well,
alone.
there's 4 of us. One of us is missing.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
but like, when
Conception,
Arlen
yeah.
made the plan, yeah.
I think generally the
Um,
boss gets her own room.
yeah, I've got my own room then.
Okay, cool. So tell me what it looks like as you're getting ready for bed.
So I step into this room with 2 beds and I close the door and then I put down all of my stuff and I take off my armor and put on my pajamas and then I get under the covers. And then I put my head on the pillow. Then after that, I slowly close my eyes while thinking of the past day and the fun that we all had together. And then eventually,
Mm-hmm.
maybe like 10, 15 minutes,
Mhm.
I I fall to dreamland.
See, this is how you know it's a fantasy story, because it's 10 to 15 minutes to fall asleep. Unrealistic. It's fine. We're playing a fantasy game, I guess. Okay, great. So as you're falling asleep, there is a sort of heaviness in the air. You can't quite pinpoint where it's coming from. Perhaps it's just the weight of the day. Perhaps it's the fact that you didn't really get enough sleep the night before. But the heaviness follows you into your dreams. And you have a particularly bad dream tonight. What do you dream about?
I dream. I think dreams are just kind of like mirrors into the things you're stressed about. And I think Arlen is stressed that after this day of kind of goodness and celebration and everything, and this life that she's built up, I think now more than ever, she's afraid of people finding out that she's not who she portrays herself as. So her dream is that somehow the news spreads, and then it's kind of seeing the disappointment of everybody and the anger and just kind of all of this. And it's just very stressful.
Okay. You toss and turn, you wake up a few times in a cold sweat, and as you kind of turn over, bringing the blanket up, kicking it down, you fall asleep again. You're in and out of this restless sleep for the entire night. And by the time you wake up, you have a choice. You can either push out the feeling, this weight that's washing over you and burdening you, or you can let it weigh you down. What do you do?
I'm pushing that shit deep down.
Okay. You have drawn the Fool card. You lose something here in order to fortify yourself. What do you let go?
Like something physical or something
It's
like
totally up to you.
intangible and emotional?
Specifically, you lose something, a memory, a sense, a bond, etc. It can either be something you lose involuntarily or something that you choose to lose. It's completely up to you.
Does it have to be an immediate loss?
No. It can be the start of losing something.
I think Arlen is fairly guarded with kind of truths about herself. And as she starts to let somebody closer, i.e. Imloth,
Mm-hmm.
I think Imloth is going to start noticing that Arlen is not saying a lot of things of substance. And that's going to cause them to kind of lose the relationship they had.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Spicy. Emma's like, let me go for the juicy throat
Right.
here. Oh my god. Okay. All right. For the last scene of the night, we're going to follow Garen.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
So what does it look like as you get ready for the night?
All right.
And you don't need to describe climbing into the bed.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Despite how
I mean, I
tired
can't stop
Garen
you.
is. Yeah. Despite how tired Garen is, he still follows his routines. He takes his armor off, stages it all perfectly, and then just kind of flops into bed. And he's just done. He's so tired, he's out as soon as his head hits the pillow.
Do you lock the window?
You know, I'm gonna say that Garen was too tired to think of that this time.
Okay. You drop into bed and you're just completely severed from the material world here as you just fall into sleep. You sleep hard and heavy. You don't dream tonight. And your body is just a weight in the bed. Unknown to you, the window opens. We see dark fingers curl around the edge of the window, and it pulls open soundlessly. The soft ocean breeze comes wafting in, bringing a scent of the ocean and salt. But Garen, you don't sense this. You're too tired. You don't sense the change in the air. But there's a chill. You might not register it, but your body does. Goosebumps form on your skin. As we see the shadows of something crawling in through the window, lit by the moon as it pours inside. Standing beside your bed is a tall, lean, muscular shape. And as the camera pulls back, it's the exact shape of Garen. It hovers there for about 30 minutes, just watching you. And then your shadow silently leaves the room and closes the window. You have drawn the Flames card. Something supernatural is drawn to you. It has studied you. It has found you.
Fucking sent chills down my spine, by the way.
It's fucking scary shit, man. You're
Right?
you lost your shadow and it's literally watching you
Stalking
sleep.
me. My fucking shadow is stalking me now. Oh my god.
And I think that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight. On that creepy ass note.
Right?
I mean, we're in spooky month. Why not? Let's go.
I mean, I applaud you, Stella. It takes a lot to creep me out. You did it.
Oh, thank you. Okay, for full transparency, I do have a few cards still left on my desk, but I really, really dislike making the cards be, like, just random. I like to make them meaningful, and we can easily carry these over into the next session, and we'll start the game off with them. Thank you so much, everyone, for everything, for being here. Appreciate everyone in chat. Appreciate all of the card draws. We have drawn the entire deck. And so just to recap, Finn, you have 2 unplayed cards. Pole has 1. Garen has 1. KayBee has 1. And Arlen has 1 as well. So those are 6 cards that will get played next session. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna go around and do outros. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and tell me what your favorite part of the session was. And we'll start off with Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. I'm one of the 2 names that call me. I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. Probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. You can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. If you go there, there is a pinned tweet of my business card. I do video clips. I do Twitch clips, I do video editing, audio editing, all that awesome stuff. And if you like how fancy dancy my business card looks, you can thank the Lady May for that, who you should go and see too, because they are also an amazing, amazing person. Best thing of tonight's session, I'm gonna steal it from everybody else, I know, but it was Pole singing the birthday song.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
It was so, yeah, it was great. I wasn't sure what to expect when you had told us, like, hey, I got some cool special music thing, and it exceeded all expectations. It was truly awesome. Yeah, I really loved it. And then for Finn, because I know I tended to kind of also do a retrospective on Finn with this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Arlen's the only one in the party that knows of the locket. So with that weird encounter, with knowing that he caused the death of his love, and now Bims is all of a sudden lost to him, he's starting to feel like maybe there is something to this curse. There is something to this. People are leaving Finn. So he's kind of like contemplating that in his head. But up until that point, Finn was actually pretty happy. But yeah, and then as always, I'm gonna end my thing by doing a shout out to Stella because it's their birthday. Happy birthday! Well,
you.
now it's now midnight, but I don't care. Happy birthday!
Fuck! It was my birthday 2 minutes ago.
It's still your birthday.
It's still your birthday where I am.
Yes.
There you go. Happy birthday!
Hell yeah! Thank you. Next we have John.
Hey everybody, thanks for being with us. It was super fun. I'm John, aka Andicrus, and I was playing Pole tonight. I thank everyone for letting me try out my musical works on you.
So
And-
good.
It was
Thank
so
you.
good. That was easily my favorite part too.
Yeah, well, thanks. I practiced a little bit. It probably would have been better if I'd had more time to practice, but I keep myself super busy playing games every night of the week. So yeah, thanks for that. That was very fun, and I'm happy people liked it. My favorite part of the session was just, well, again, I have to echo Finn. Basically, it's awesome that you, Stella, decided to spend your birthday with all of us, us party members and everyone in the audience. I think that's super great. I'm sure you had lots of other things you could be doing, so that's pretty cool.
You guys are important to me, and it was literally nothing. It was the easiest decision. Like, of course I want to hang out with cool people.
Awesome. Well, yeah, you're really cool too, and I thank you very much. My in-character favorite moment definitely was, I think, just the anticipation of the whole thing when Tully was mumbling in his sleep that it wasn't just his birthday, and I shared that around, and we just slowly worked our way towards this ridiculous stupid party we were going to have. That was the whole thing. That journey was what I liked the best. And of course, like all parties, it comes crashing down around our heads at the end, and nasty bad shit is happening to pretty much everybody by the end of the night.
Yeah. I'm very excited to see how we're going to play out the Void card and how we're going to open up on you next session. That's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks everybody. See you
Thank
later.
Awesome. Next we have Tim.
Hey, I'm Tim. I pretty much have no presence online except here in Stella's chat, her Discord, and a few other streamers that are part of the community. So, Paul stole my favorite part, so I'm gonna go with Stella creeping the shit out of me with my character Shadow. Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that.
Hell yeah. As soon as I saw that you drew the flames card, I was like, oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do with
Yeah.
this.
You were planning that since the curse first happened.
Oh
weren't you?
yeah, hell yeah. I was like, I get to take your shadow away? Cool, I'm going to do creepy ass shit with your shadow now. It's not your shadow anymore. You don't
No.
own it.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, you gave
Oh,
it
no.
away.
The strong, independent
the-
shadow who don't need no man.
Yeah, literally.
Garen needs Ella even more now. You just don't know it yet.
Damn. Wonder what your shadow's gonna do around Saltmarsh.
Oh, no. God, that
You'll
is
have to
scary,
Tune in
'cause-
next time.
Yeah, because Garen's such a good killer. What's his shadow gonna be
Oh my
like?
god.
Fuck.
Damn. Thanks for the idea.
God damn it.
Oh, thank
no.
you. Next we have GeekDice.
Hey, I'm GeekDice. I'm also KayBee. I think my favorite part, my second favorite part, because everybody's got so many favorite parts, I guess a noteworthy favorite part are three simple words: tastes like friendship. That was a really touching moment. I really enjoyed that.
Oh,
Oh,
that was so good.
That
Yeah.
really got me. It
Oh
was
my
great.
god.
it
Okay,
was.
so I have a story. So I literally thought about that like as we were on our break and I was coming down. I was like, all right, what is Tully going to do? Cuz like during the break, John had mentioned that he was going to give the cat. And I was like, well, how is Tully going to respond to this? And I was like, I know. I read this thing on the internet and it stuck with me for like 10 years. And it's this thing. So you guys have probably read this, but there's this thing, the author of Where the Wild Things Are, the children's book, he received a letter and it was basically a letter from a kid, and the kid, like the mom had written the letter and said that the kid loved the book, it's their favorite book and stuff like that. And the author responded back by drawing a picture, right, of like a hand-drawn picture. And then the mom wrote back and said that, I don't remember the kid's name, Charlie, I read it to Charlie, your letter, and showed Charlie the picture. He loved it so much that he ate it. And I was like, that is the most metal fucking shit I've ever heard. You love something so much that you eat it. And I was like, that was 100% what Tully was gonna do.
That's
Yeah.
what they do they say in the book too.
Uh-huh.
We'll eat you up, we love you so.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Perfect.
yeah, I love it. Thank you for bringing that up because I totally forgot. Yeah.
Yep. So I just want to say, everybody, D&D is good for you. D&D is good for me. Get yourself some D&D. Happy birthday, Stella. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, my very good friend, Emma.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. You can find information about that at allthewitches_ on Twitter. I'm running a one-shot of the system this Saturday on Going Critical's Twitch channel at 8 Eastern. This is the first public playtest that's being done with it, and I'm not nervous or stressed at all about it. It's fine. And then also, I'm going to be running a one-shot of it on Stella's channel here. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the November 6th, I think it is.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, keep an eye out for that because that will be fun. And we've got some amazing players and it's going to be a great time. If you haven't seen me GM before, it's a chaotic mess, but hopefully fun.
It's going to be so fun. You know I'm going to make it messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my favorite part, like everyone has said, just kind of the Tully and Pull stuff is fucking incredible. It's so fucking wholesome, and I loved it so much. And the song was so good and amazing.
Thank
But
you.
Stella, who are you? What do you have going on? What was your favorite part?
Oh, thank you for asking. My name is Stella Luna. It was my birthday. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I really appreciate it, especially if y'all were here for the stream that we had earlier today, building Legos. Today felt really special to me. So many people gave me their time and hung out with me, and playing D&D just felt right, like, on my birthday. Like, it was... I very much was looking forward to it. For me, I will be live over at D20 Deathmatch on Friday at 11 a.m. It's going to be episode 2 of our 3-shot. I'm going to be playing an undead, sexy necromancer lady. And I'm going to kill shit as a warlock. And then we also have our Halloween mini marathon this Saturday here on this channel at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday, not Saturday. Sunday, October 30th, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be 2 sessions back to back. The first session is going to be Honey Heist. It's going to be really silly. And then the second session is going to be Monster Hearts 2. It's going to be really horny, and it's going to be very exciting as well. And then we were going to have our premiere of Brine and Blight, our Underwater Revolution Cypher system game on this Tuesday, but we're pushing it back a week because mental health is very important and we don't want to overwork or stress people out, so we're going to delay it a week and we're premiering on the 8th of November instead. That's going to be it for me. Thank you so much. My favorite part was... Okay. Definitely the accordion and the singing. That was amazing. But my second favorite part was having that soft, tender moment after the song. I legitimately was trying to swallow tears. Like, I really, really like the dynamic between Pole and Tully. It's very sweet. Didn't expect it at all. I was just trying to make a fucking dumpster fire of an NPC. I was like, when we first like started recruiting for the Sea Lily, I was like, okay, you're gonna have your stoic, you're gonna have like your organized person, you have someone who's kind of edgy, and then you're gonna have your dumpster fire. And I love that all of y'all just immediately adopted Tully.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it so much. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you to all of our patrons here. Our Patreon Greyhawk games are very, very special to me. If you want to see what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out the link there in the chat. We are going to have some new Patreon things coming up, and you'll be able to find all that information on Twitter and Discord. That's going to be it for us. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye!
Happy birthday!
Thank you!
Happy birthday!